Long Island Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Phone number to call in this morning is 859-238-9447 as we celebrate birthdays and anniversaries on this Wednesday, August the 5th. Get them on here, 859-238-WHIR. Our birthday list today looks like this. Here we go. All right, birthdays on this August the 5th. Rita Jo Bailey has a birthday today. So does Ty Holiday and Joe Kelly, the first three names that we have down on this morning's birthday list. Call them in, 238-9447. I'll give you a couple of more right after this. Yeah, we also have Joe Nedvedek, Shannon Johnson, and I mentioned Ty Holiday, Joe Kelly, and Rita Jo Bailey. So 5 names we have down total on this birthday today. 859-238-9447. It's a Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August, 080526 on your calendar. Typical Wednesday morning show we have lined up for you. First guest comes on here this morning at 7:40. That is the County Agents Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. It's Casey Bird who gives us the word this morning from the Garrett County Extension Office at 7:40. 7:50, it's Pioneer Playhouse. Heather Henson joins the show on the final 4 nights of shows. Tonight, tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night. Final 4 nights of shows. There is the music show next week, but in terms of plays, this is it for the Pioneer Playhouse 2026 show season. So we'll have Heather on here at 7:45-ish, 7:50-ish or so. 8 o'clock in the morning, State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe joins the show at 8:10. We'll see what's going on with our state senator this morning at 8:10. And 9 o'clock in the morning hour at 9:35, we're talking with Ashley from the Pioneer Days Festival over in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. That festival is next weekend, August 13th, 14th, and 15th, Thursday through Saturday. We'll be talking with her in the 9 o'clock in the morning hour. That's what the show looks like this morning, and we're happy you're on here. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in. We start you off, as we always do, taking a look at early morning sports, and here it is. The Reds win. And 2 big players in the Major League Baseball trade deadline make their debuts for their new team. Those are the headlines on this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Wednesday morning sports. Starting off with your Cincinnati Reds, where Ellie De La Cruz and Sal Stewart drew walks leading off the 8th inning against Hogan Harris, and both scored on wild pitches to help the Reds hand the A's a 6th straight loss, 5-4 last night. Julian Garcia struck out 2 in a scoreless 8th, and Emilio Pagan gave up 2 singles in the 9th before finishing for his 12th save. Harris threw a wild pitch to Eugenio Suarez on a full count, allowing the go-ahead run to score. The A's had a 36-36 record on June the 15th, but have gone 9-32 since then. Meanwhile, the Reds, who are 54-58 now, have won 4 of their last 5. In Major League Baseball, staying there, the Cubs spoiled Tarek Skubal's debut with the slumping Dodgers last night, posting a 5-1 win behind key RBI singles by Nico Horner and Pete Crow Armstrong. Dansby Swanson connected on a solo homer as Chicago won for the 3rd time in 4 games. Skubal permitted 2 runs and 4 hits over 6 innings in his first start since he was acquired in a trade with Detroit on Saturday evening. The 2-time AL Cy Young Award winner threw 85 pitches, 51 for strikes. Kyle Tucker homered for Los Angeles, which finished with 4 hits in its 5th consecutive loss. It's the longest slide for the Dodgers since they also dropped 5 straight in early September of last year. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, Luis Arraez had 2 hits and 2 RBI in his Phillies debut. Jesus Luzardo allowed 4 hits in 8 innings, and the Phillies beat the Nationals 5-0 for their 4th straight win. Trey Turner added 3 hits and an RBI for Philadelphia, which began play with a 2-game cushion in the NL wildcard race. The Phillies acquired Arraez, a 3-time batting champ and 4-time All-Star from San Francisco, for a pair of minor leaguers on Monday to help their powerful but strikeout-heavy lineup, and it paid dividends immediately. He batted cleanup yesterday. He drove in Turner from second base with an opposite-field single off Nationals opener Carson Palmquist in the 1st inning to give Philadelphia a 1-0 lead, and then plated Turner again in Philadelphia's 3-run 3rd with a double to right field off of Zach Littell. In the National Football League, Bijan Robinson is a rich man. Bijan's 3-year, $66.75 million contract extension with the Atlanta Falcons, a max value of $75 million, makes him the highest-paid running back in NFL history. Those are the headlines on this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey folks, Willie Baker here, Baker Auctions and Real Estate. We have agents, the typical, put the sign in the yard and so forth, and we have several agents that work for us. We're currently accepting other agents. My commission split for the agent is a little different. We do a competitive split on the commission. We have a cap on their commission. Once they reach a certain number, they go to 100% commission for the remainder of that year. Allows them to keep more of their hard-earned commission. Call us at 855-858-SOLD, 855-858-7653. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker.
Need collision repair? Danville Auto Body is for you. They give free estimates and work with your insurance company. Danville Auto Body, specializing in body and trim painting, water leaks, paintless dent repair, window motor repairs, and hail damage. See Danville Auto Body on Dillahay Street.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends over at Morning Point in Danville, a state-of-the-art assisted living community, giving residents a better quality of life. Get information on Facebook and Morning Point of Danville. Point has an E on the end of that word when you're looking it up. Morning Point of Danville. 50-50 chance of rain showers today, and a high today of 88, low tonight 70. Tomorrow mostly sunny, 88 is the high. Friday mostly sunny and a high of 87. Saturday showers are likely, thunderstorms, partly sunny and a high of 85 on Saturday, and basically same thing Sunday. Smaller chance of rain, but daily rain shower chances today through Saturday evening. At 6:25 in the morning, 71 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning. That's 238-WHIR. As we see what's celebrities are having birthdays today. The famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day. Let's cue up the music, please, and celebrate with our favorite celebrities out west in Hollywood. Here we go. Birthdays today look like this. Starting off on this day, back 96 years ago, we mentioned Neil Armstrong would have had a birthday today. The first person to walk on the moon. Here's how it sounded. 96 years old is what Neil Armstrong would have been today.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yeah, the late Neil Armstrong, 1969 is when he stepped foot on the moon, but he would have been 96. Flip those numbers around. 96 years old today. Patrick Ewing, 64 years old. Basketball Hall of Famer from the New York Knicks, but his entire career in New York. 64 years old today for Patrick Ewing. Lewis Walsh, 74, a music manager and a television talent judge. 74 years old today for him. James Gunn, director for Guardians of the Galaxy and the Superman movies. 60 years old today for James Gunn. And actress Maureen McCormick is 70 years old today from the Brady Bunch and a Very Brady sequel. 70 years old today for her. Celebrity birthdays on this Wednesday, August the 5th.
Country music.
All right, then there, Mr. Voice. It was on this date, country music history. Back in the year 1934, The Voice, Vern Gosdin, was born. He had 19 top 10 solo hits in the country charts from the late 1970s to the early 1990s. Vern Gosdin would have had a birthday today. It was on this date, country music history, in Orange County, California, in 1943, where Sammy Smith was born. Sammy Smith, country music star, 1971 hit, Help Me Make It Through the Night. And it was on this date, country music history, back in the year 1968, where Terry Clark was born. Canadian country music singer, had 6 #1 hits. And that's what's gone on this date, August the 5th, in country music history. Starting off all the way back in 1934, where The Voice, Vern Gosdin, was born. And what a voice he had. Nicknamed The Voice by his country music peers. He had 3 #1 hits. This one went #1 for him, called Set 'Em Up, Joe.
They got a vintage Victrola in 1951, full of my favorite records that I grew up on. They got old Hank and Lefty, and there's B-24. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play Walking the Floor.
There you go. Happy what would have been 82nd birthday. No, 92nd birthday today to Vern Gosdin today.
Play an E.T. and I'll play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Yeah.
It was on this day, country music history, 1943, where we go to Orange County, California, where Sammy Smith was born on this day, 1943. Country music singer and songwriter.
Take the ribbon from my hair.
This song right here, Help Me Make It Through the Night, written by Chris Christopherson.
Shake it loose and let it fall.
She became one of the few women in the outlaw country movement during the 1970s. She died in February of 2005. It would have been her 83rd birthday today. Sammy Smith, born on this date, 1943.
Come and lay down by my side till the early morning.
And let's give one last shout out of this date, 1968, where Terry Clark was born in Canada, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. She had 6 #1s, including this one right here.
Don't tell me the reason that you're calling.
Better Things to Do. Also had If I Were You, Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, Emotional Girl, In My Next Life, all went #1 too. Terry Clark, born on this date 58 years ago.
You want me to say I'm barely hanging on.
And that's what's gone on this date, August 5th, in country music history. It's 6:30 in the morning. News is coming up.
But now I got better things to do. I could wash my car in the rain.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Some good marks for Kentucky schools. The Commonwealth ranked 5th out of 35 states for reading scores and 8th out of 38 for math scores from 2022 to 2025. Several school districts across the state were seen as on the rise, including Corbin Independent, Perry County, and Pike County schools. What do state officials think is behind this rise in scores?
There's also been an investment of time for the Kentucky Department of Education, time from our administrators, and most importantly, time from our teachers that have really invested in all the trainings that you've seen throughout the Commonwealth.
Kentucky Commissioner of Education Robbie Fletcher, with the audio obtained by WKYT, he adds improvements reflect returns on investments from state lawmakers. From Monday until the new year, the trial for former CEO and owner of Addiction Recovery Care has been delayed. Tim Robinson Jr. faces money laundering and wire fraud charges, which he pled not guilty to back in June. He's accused of applying for 2 tax credits before trying to sell them off, only to keep said credits and pocket the proceeds. The case will now begin February 1st, 2027. We've learned more about an inmate's death at the McCracken County Jail. Jailer Stephen Carter confirmed with WPSD yesterday. Brandon Bowman died on Sunday. He reportedly suffered an apparent medical episode and died at the local hospital. While McCracken County Coroner Amanda Melton did not share a concrete cause of death, she did confirm the death was medical related. Foul play is also not suspected. The investigation continues. And due to unexpected and unforeseen circumstances, Barry Manilow has postponed his concert at Rupp Arena. That announcement happened minutes before his show was set to begin yesterday. A new date has not been set, but all previously purchased tickets will be honored. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like water, food, and medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Looking to trade or purchase a new automobile? Check out Ray & Auto Sales in Lexington on New Circle Road. Needing help with financing? Get pre-approved with Capital One. When you're there, it's all about quality cars, unbeatable deals, and a name you can trust. That's Ray & Auto Sales. That's RAYYAN Autosales.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Boyle County High School announced a new state-of-the-art video board is coming to the multi-purpose turf field. The video board will be 35 feet tall by 25 feet wide and will not only feature high-definition video, enhanced sound systems, advanced graphics, but will also allow students to get hands-on experience operating the system and working to get industry-recognized video board certifications, valuable career-ready skills in sports production, broadcasting, and media technology. And the football field isn't the only place getting a new video board. Boyle County also announced that their gymnasium would also receive a new video scoreboard with a shot clock. The hope is that the video board of the football field will be ready by at least the end of this week, and the basketball video board will be operable in early 2027. While the news cycle of cyclosporiasis has begun to die down, the cases have not. The Kentucky Department of Public Health says they're investigating 620 reported cases of it in Kentucky. 274 of those have been confirmed in the last week alone. In this area, there have been 4 confirmed cases in Boyle County, 3 in Garrett County, 2 in Mercer, and 1 in Lincoln County. While cyclosporiasis cases typically do rise in the summer, the Kentucky Department of Public Health says the average is usually 35 cases per year. The Kentucky Department of Revenue says it will pause its operations. That pause will begin today and go through August the 14th. They say the pause is necessary due to the addition of system updates for several business tax types. The updates will not affect how Kentucky residents themselves file or pay individual income taxes. And the drawing for the 9th highest jackpot in Powerball history will take place tonight. After Monday's Powerball jackpot went unclaimed, tonight's drawing will reach an estimated $786 million. That's $341.6 million if you take the lump sum payment. The last time the Powerball jackpot was claimed happened on Christmas Eve of last year, when the winner won the second largest Powerball jackpot ever at $1.817 billion. I'm Joe Mathis.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Riley Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy. As your comfort is their priority. Veteran owned, family operated, locally trusted. Go online, southernheatingcooling.com, or call 859-324-2770. Partly sunny today, a high of 88, low tonight 69. Yes, there's a chance of rain showers. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 88 is the high. On Friday, mostly sunny, 87. Rain shower chances Friday and on Saturday as well. Right now, 6:36 in the morning. It's 71 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August. And I'm happy you've joined us this morning on The Joe Show. 859-238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. Larry Vought's got Vought's Views today. What's up with you, Larry?
Vought's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Kentucky volleyball has produced so many stars and All-Americans that it's easy to almost take the talent that Coach Craig Skinner has on his team for granted. Junior hitter Asia Thigpen might be a bit biased, but she has no doubt that senior teammate Molly Tuzo is one of the nation's best volleyball players. Thigpen says Tuzo is the best libero in the nation because she is fast, is an elite setter who can jump and touch higher than most hitters who are a lot taller than her. The Woodlands, Texas high school product had 29 matches with 10-plus digs last season. She also has 304 assists and 101 service aces going into her senior season. The 5'7" Tuzo was the SEC Tournament Most Valuable Player last season and American Volleyball Coaches Association All-American. She's helped Kentucky win 3 straight SEC titles and helped the Cats reach the national title game last year.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
Seven Springs Farms Pivots in Cadiz, Kentucky is your newest authorized TL irrigation dealer. When your irrigation system needs parts or service, you can count on their experts and the area's largest parts inventory to keep your system running at its best. No matter what brand or setup you have, from quick repairs to full maintenance, SSF Pivots provides what you need to protect your crops and boost yields. Learn more about SSF Pivots at sevenspringsfarms.com. SSF Pivots, large inventory experts.
I asked Kentucky coach Craig Skinner how Molly Tuzo would rank among the most athletic players he has coached. He says she'd certainly be among the elite because she has that unique ability to make plays that amaze him during matches, and her genuine enthusiasm for life and the game of volleyball translates well into how hard she plays. Now Tuzo and her teammates are ready to take on perhaps the nation's toughest schedule again as they do their best to get back to a second straight national championship game.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
All right, Larry Vaught, Vought's Views, Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show at this time on WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports. I got this alert on my phone yesterday, and it didn't happen. It was either late last night or early this morning, where a SpaceX rocket slammed into the moon. It was going like 5,000 miles per hour, and I'm thinking that can't be good for the moon, right? Like if we got hit by something that big, I feel like going that fast, wouldn't it throw us out of orbit or something? But the moon just getting slammed by a rocket, and it created a huge crater up on the surface of the moon. I mean, duh, it's a rocket going 5,000 miles per hour. Of course it created a crater. Check out this ad for the new insurance company that's spawned from this.
Hello, it is Elon Musk. And when your rocket crashes into the moon or any other celestial entity, you need to be protected. That's why there's SpaceX Mutual Insurance. Yes, no matter what your rocket crashes into, you're covered. That's my promise.
SpaceX Mutual Insurance is great. I built my own SpaceX rocket out of stuff I had in my garage, fired it off, and it crashed right into the moon. Fortunately, they have lunar accident forgiveness. Not only did I get reimbursed for the damage to my rocket, they paid my fines when I got arrested for damaging the moon. Thanks, SpaceX Mutual Insurance.
You're welcome. SpaceX Mutual Insurance. Call now for your very expensive brochure.
There it is. So it was not intended to happen. I mean, like they knew it was going to happen, but that's not the way that it was intended to when it first started. It was an abandoned SpaceX rocket crashed into the surface of the moon near the Einstein crater there in the moon, and now NASA plans on studying that and I guess seeing what that crash site looks like now. It did happen about 2:35 this morning, while I'm sure most of us were sleeping. That rocket did crash into the moon. See what's going on in this morning's World of Good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. My way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer for you. Little good news action on this Wednesday morning, and here we go. Story number one, coming from Wisconsin, where a touring rock band was able to complete its tour after a Wisconsin man loaned them his vehicle when their van broke down following a performance at Rockfest in Chippewa Valley. Ernie gave the members of Autumn Kings the keys to his Ford Explorer for several days so they could travel about 500 miles to their next scheduled concert in Michigan. The band later returned the vehicle and credited the unexpected assistance with helping them make it to what ended up being the greatest show of their career, the Autumn Kings Band. Story number two, coming from Virginia, where a Virginia man known for portraying Santa Claus anonymously donated one of his kidneys this summer after deciding he wanted to help someone in need. His name is Dave Bell. He underwent the transplant procedure at Henrico Doctors Hospital after losing about 40 pounds to qualify as a living donor. Hospital officials say living kidney donations can expand transplant opportunities and help reduce wait times, and Bell hopes his experience will encourage others to consider becoming living donors as well. Story number three, coming from Spokane, Washington, where all those wildfires are burning right now, somewhat out of control. And a Spokane family's home was saved from a wildfire after a neighbor spotted flames in their backyard while they were away and acted to stop the fire from spreading. Tim Aspenleiter was watering his own house and used his 100-foot garden hose to extinguish the flames on his neighbor's property, preventing damage to the nearby home. The family's house remains standing even as many other homes in the neighborhood were destroyed. And tell you what, let's give you one more good news story. This one coming from London, where a man was abandoned as a newborn in London in 1960, was recently reunited with his family members of his birth family in the Netherlands more than 65 years later. Through a TV series called Long Lost Family, Born Without a Trace, David Stevenson learned about his birth mother and met several relatives identified by DNA testing. He says his birth family has been very welcoming, and he plans to continue researching his family history in hopes of learning more about his birth father's side. The good news, a man reunites with his birth family after 65 years being abandoned as a newborn. A Virginia Santa sheds 40 pounds to anonymously donate a kidney to a stranger. A neighbor saves a family's home from a Washington wildfire with a garden hose. And a Wisconsin man lends his truck to a rock band after a tour van breaks down. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks.
Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier models. Frontier S models not included. Bob Allen Nissan on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo, served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South Fort. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
NASCAR is coming off of an off week, and how about a little bit of shenanigans? Driver Ryan Blaney, he owns a llama. That story is coming up next on Garage Pass.
Hey, race fans, we can't wait to see you right here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for a wicked fast, wicked fun weekend this August as we host New England's only NASCAR Cup Series weekend. Live performances, driver appearances. Don't forget to keep an eye on NHMS.com as we count down to New England's only NASCAR Cup weekend, August 21st through the 23rd, right here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, New England's big track, where it's always about family, friends, and fun.
Ryan Blaney is one of the best drivers we have on the track in the 2026 season, and over the off-season, he bought a llama. Here's that story when we talk to him.
So we got our llama a couple months ago. His name is Cusco, after Emperor's New Groove, and we got him. We have 3 goats, small goats, and they're great, like livestock guardians. Like they'll stomp out coyotes and foxes if they ever get in the pen. Not a lot of people know that about llamas. Is they're great, and you can only get one, because if there's multiple, they won't do their job as guarding. They just bond, and they don't care about the other animals that they're supposed to guard. So, unfortunately, he has to be friends with these 3 little goats, but they bond right away. And so, yeah, he's just protecting them, in case anything ever gets in there.
Okay, so I have to ask this about the goats or any other livestock you have. Like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has had longhorns.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, they're just yard art.
Yeah.
All right, so for the Blaneys, are they just yard art, or are we doing something with these?
Yeah, my wife has a plan. So she got the goats first. They're all female. She wants to get males next, so then they start, you can have milk and stuff like that. So she has the purpose there for that. What her goal is, I think we were planning on getting them, and then our son came, so she's like, well, we're going to put that off, to the side for a little bit. And I was like, yeah, good move. Good move. Can't handle both here. So, yeah, I mean, they have that, and then the llama has its role of guarding them. So, as of right now, they're just kind of play animals a little bit, essentially kind of yard art, but there is an end goal with them.
If you like what you heard, keep an eye out on PRN's YouTube page for the full conversation. PRN's Garage Pass, this is Andrew Kerlin.
In the automotive industry, time and trust mean everything. Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle: the battery, starter, alternator, relay, and serpentine belt. And why we deliver the parts, tools, and expertise you need to catch problems before they become breakdowns. So test every vehicle and trust the name that keeps your bays busy and your business moving full speed ahead.
Napa know-how.
Pioneer Playhouse is celebrating 77 years in the Bluegrass. We're Kentucky's oldest outdoor theater, and we're right here in Danville. Enjoy a home-cooked dinner in our shaded courtyard before the show. Shows are nightly, Tuesday through Saturdays through August 8th. New showtime, 8 o'clock p.m. instead of 8:30. Dinner is optional, and now served only on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Grab some popcorn at the concession stand and stop by our Pioneer gift shop. And then it's on to the show. Boing Boing through August 8th. Bernard is a self-styled 1960s Paris Lothario with an Italian, German, and American fiancé, each a gorgeous line stewardess. Bernard keeps one up, one down, and one pending until a visit from an American friend and unexpected schedule changes make for a bumpy and madcap ride. Pioneer Playhouse is located at 840 Stanford Road in Danville. When the sun goes down, the stars come out. At Pioneer Playhouse.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Pfister Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's a no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Little Riley Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends over at Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville. Convenience, stay in your car, drive-through, and complete diabetes shop Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. Saturday, come on, 9 to 5. Good Neighbor Pharmacy behind Cracker Barrel. Partly sunny today, and rain showers also in the forecast. A high today of 88, low tonight 69. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 88's the high. Friday, mostly sunny, 87 is the high. At 6:51 in the morning, it's 71 degrees right here in Danville. 100% hilarious. So bad, they're good. Warm morning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's sixth favorite segment of the Joe Show. Every single morning, we call this one the Dad Joke of the Day, and here it is.
Dad Joke of the Day.
Saw someone out the other day. They were begging for money, panhandling for money. You know, see them out and about. And so I saw a panhandler, and I offered that person an apple. And the person said, no thanks. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm trying to give you food here, and you're asking for money. Just take the food. And they said, no thanks. I can't have an apple. I don't have any teeth. And it just goes to show that beggars can't be chewers. The Dad Joke of the Day, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. Now, this is a great one. If you do any home improvement projects, you're going to need this one. It's called iHandy Carpenter. Created to help you when you're doing home improvement projects, iHandy Carpenter has things like a tape measure, a plumb line, a level. I went into Walmart and got all of that and paid too much. I could have gotten iHandy Carpenter, couldn't I? It's an app that goes right in there on your smartphone. So all you have to do is download it. It is $1.99, but I find that some of the better apps do charge. Yeah. How else are they going to make money? So once again, tape measure, plumb line, level, right here in your pocket. Helps you measure out the furniture you might want after you do a remodeling project, too. Once again, it's called iHandy Carpenter. It is $1.99. We think it's worth it. Right here with Rick Dees and the Molten Magma every day. We call it Rick Dees, Planet of the Apps.
Yes, we do. Leads us into the Country Comic Spotlight, where Ken Rogerson's in the spotlight this morning. Ken Rogerson, who talking about getting older and what that does to his body and how he's not in that good a shape anymore. Here's Ken Rogerson.
I'm a little tired, honestly. What a day I had last Thursday. Last Thursday, I'm at my house, right? I'm eating a sandwich, nothing special, regular sandwich. I chomp into the sandwich and I snap the post on my cap and I swallow my tooth. Yeah, it was weird. Like my tongue danced its way around, but by the time it got there, it was down. So I call my dentist, and of course he's all excited because I guess he's putting an addition on his house. And no lie, he says to me, "Don't worry about it, Ken. You'll pass that tooth." I'm thinking, well, I think I'd really rather get a new one. You know, rather than wait. I feel fantastic. I hope you do too, man. Here's my big... I had a birthday in June, so I joined a health club, and I've already been twice, so... Yeah, here's my problem, man. My brain is 22 years old, tops. Tops. My body is not. And as you get older, your body tells you you're not young in embarrassing ways. A couple examples. Okay, last fall, I pulled the muscle in my neck watching TV. Yeah, I'd give anything to be making that up, but I am not, man. Had some friends over to watch football, and I was looking away from the thing, talking to my friend, and something happened on the field. I went, "Oh, God, no!" A football injury at my age, that's...
Ken Rogerson in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Apps and the Dad Joke of the Day. Best jokes from last night's late night show. Starting off with Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show, joking about the United States apparently running out of long-range missiles in their ongoing war with Iran. Here's Jimmy Fallon joking about that.
Well, guys, of course, the big story is still the war in Iran, and according to a new report, the U.S. has used up almost all of their long-range missiles. Yeah, we're pretty much out of long-range missiles. The plan now is to send Iran thousands of Lime scooters and hope that they injure themselves.
Jimmy Fallon also joking about, we talked about this story yesterday, the youngest professor at a college in Florida. He's 18 years old. He broke a 300-year-old record. Some guy in, England was a professor in the 1700s. And now he's 18 years old. Professor in Florida. Jimmy Fallon talking about that last night.
Hey, finally, I heard about an 18-year-old in Florida who became the world's youngest college professor. Yeah, and he gave his students their first homework assignment, buy me beer.
Still at Sunrise, Jimmy Fallon in there, as well as Steve, Ken Rogerson, Rick Dees, and the Planet of the Apps and the Dad Joke of the Day, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville, News Talk Sports, and HometownLive.net. We're back after this to put a bow on top of the 6 o'clock in the morning hour.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. Call Term Busters for a quote, 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class, exam required to qualify. For details, call 1-800-908-7636. Paid for by Robert Livinger, Insurance Agent.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
All right, 6:57 in the morning, 71 degrees. Right here in Danville, 859-238-9447. Phone number to call in, 238-WHIR. I want to go see this Spider-Man movie just simply because I'm maybe the only person in the world that is not. I mean, it continues, even like on random Mondays, continues to just kill it. And interesting story here from a theater. A Spider-Man Brand New Day screening took an unexpected turn after a theater reportedly played instead an R-rated flick that is out now instead of the Spider-Man movie. The accidental switch left fans a little stunned by the contrast between the family-friendly superhero film and the adult-themed movie before staff figured out what was going on and corrected the error. Now, despite the unusual incident, Spider-Man Brand New Day continues its unbelievable theatrical run, a record-setting Monday at the box office. So on Monday of this week, August the 3rd, the Marvel and Sony blockbuster earned $47 million on Monday alone, surpassing the Black Panther's previous Monday record at $40.15 million, so earned $7 million more than the previous Monday record. The film's impressive performance, released Thursday of last week, today is the 6th day that it's been out. I mean, it's not even 6 days yet because the movie's theater's not open yet today. $407 million in 5 days, just in the United States it's made. It's already crossed the $1 billion mark. It is a massive month of kind of like middle July through middle August for Tom Holland, who stars not only in the Spider-Man film, but is also in The Odyssey, which is doing crazy numbers as well. You heard at the top hour of this show how it's been the two biggest films in film history coming out in terms of the money they've made together, Spider-Man and The Odyssey. Way to go. $407 million for the Spider-Man movie in 5 days. 7 o'clock, here's news.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump is now in Las Vegas after speaking at a Republican National Committee event at Trump National Golf Club in California Tuesday. His trip came after it was reported that a man had been arrested in Los Angeles after appearing to be monitoring security and planning activities leading up to the president's arrival. Chris Pallone with more on the arrest.
Authorities say they found concerning items when they searched his car and later his home, including an illegally modified AR platform rifle, body armor, high-capacity magazines, and notebooks containing concerning statements.
NBC News projects Abdul El Sayed has won Michigan's Democratic U.S. Senate primary. More from Tammy Trujillo.
The progressive El Sayed defeated establishment-backed Congresswoman Haley Stevens in a closely watched contest. The race divided the party, with fears within the DNC that an El Sayed victory would pull the party further left and hurt its midterm hopes of regaining control of the House and Senate. In the midterms, El Sayed will now face Republican Mike Rogers, who has the backing of President Trump.
The Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee will vote whether to hold Dr. Anthony Fauci in contempt on Thursday. The vote comes after the former White House health advisor invoked the Fifth Amendment more than 100 times in a hearing last week about the COVID-19 pandemic. President Trump's pick to lead the Justice Department has been approved by a key Senate committee. More from Mark Mayfield.
Todd Blanche won the support of Senator John Cornyn of Texas by signing a deal to permanently rescind the nearly $2 billion anti-weaponization fund.
The weaponization fund is dead, and of course I expect them to live up to that in any future litigation.
That fund was billed as a way to compensate those who claimed they were unfairly targeted by the Biden administration.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
At Genesis Diamonds, we pay our people, not you. Our trusted advisors are not paid on commission.
We don't have to sell you something. We don't have to push you into a certain direction. We want to sit beside you and guide you to exactly what you want.
Genesis Vice President David Cooper says this non-commission policy means the people at Genesis are able to prioritize your needs, your satisfaction, not their own financial gain.
It's not about how much you spend. The experience is exactly the same.
So everyone's more relaxed. You won't ever feel pressure to buy, and our advisors never feel pressure to sell. And they're free to be more transparent, take more time with you, give you honest guidance, and focus on the long term.
We pull back the shades and bring our customers in to sit beside us so they make not just a purchase that they're comfortable with, but a purchase they're excited about. Being a non-commissioned trusted advisor at Genesis means our goal is to give you the ring that is a reflection of exactly what you're trying to say.
Genesis Diamonds, where the goal is not to make a sale, it's to build a
There's a new crater on the moon after part of a SpaceX rocket smashed into the lunar surface. More from Rory O'Neill.
The rocket part was left over from a Falcon 9 mission last year. While most upper stages disintegrate, falling back to Earth, this one had a mission sending it closer to the moon and was pulled down by its gravity. The upper stage of the rocket should have been traveling around 5,400 miles per hour at the time of impact, generating a new crater roughly 15 feet deep and 60 to 90 feet across. NASA is still gathering imagery to confirm the impact. I'm Rory O'Neill.
A man suspected of starting one of the massive wildfires in Spokane, Washington, had a court hearing Tuesday. The judge set bond conditions for Aaron Farinacci.
With respect to the release conditions, the court will adopt the $1 million bond that's already in place and adopt all the proposed release conditions as suggested by the prosecution.
Aaron Farinacci was arrested by a SWAT team after a witness said he saw him acting suspiciously near where the Old Trails fire began Saturday. Farinacci appeared in the Spokane court remotely from jail where charges were read. The Spokane resident is being held on $1 million bond and is charged with first-degree arson. Today we celebrate something your mother told you never to leave the house without, a clean pair of. More from Bree Tennis.
Today is National Underwear Day. We raise up the 1/4 yard of fabric that offers a barrier between you and your clothes. A YouGov poll says only about 7% of us go commando on a regular basis. According to Hanes Underwear, the average person has about 15 pairs, 4 for special occasions.
And Sturgis, South Dakota is getting ready for the start of its famous motorcycle rally. Kickoff gets underway today with the 86th annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, officially running August 7th through the 16th. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director of the Boyle County Health Department with an important message. The American Cancer Society estimates that nearly 3,500 deaths per year in Kentucky can be attributed to lung cancer. Most people are aware that cigarette smoking may contribute to lung cancer, but are unaware of another serious lung cancer threat, radon. In fact, the Environmental Protection Agency states that prolonged exposure to elevated levels of radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Now you may be asking yourself a few questions like, What is an elevated level of radon? Where does radon come from? Or how can I tell if radon is in my home? Your Boyle County Health Department stands ready to answer your questions and help determine if your family may be at risk. Simply contact our environmental staff at 859-236-2053. The health of your family depends on it.
Hit the trails with Danville Bike and Footwear. From summer adventures to daily rides, they'll help you find the perfect bike to match your goals. Choose from Specialized, Trek, Kona, or check out Aventon e-bikes. And they do. Yes, they do have kids' bikes too. No matter what your age or skill level, make Danville Bike and Footwear your destination to get moving on two wheels. Come test ride your next bike today at Danville Bike and Footwear, 417 West Main Street in downtown Danville.
Good morning to you. It's Wednesday. It is the 5th day of August 080526 on your calendar. It is a day where we get sunshine and also a chance of rain showers. Forecast comes your way. News coming up here now. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford and Mazda. All of us here would like to thank everyone in Boyle and the surrounding counties for once again selecting our dealership as the #1 new car dealership, used car dealership, and place to have your vehicle serviced. We strive daily to meet every need of every customer, and since 1949 we have been providing quality products and services at a fair price while treating our customers and employees with respect. Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County High School announced a new state-of-the-art video board is coming to the multi-purpose turf field. The video board will be 35 feet tall by 25 feet wide and will not only feature high-definition video, enhanced sound systems, advanced graphics, but will also allow students to get hands-on experience operating the system and working to get industry-recognized video board certifications, valuable career-ready skills in sports production, broadcasting, and media technology. And the football field isn't the only place to get a new video board. Boyle County also announced that their gymnasium would also receive a new video scoreboard with a shot clock. The hope is that the video board of the football field will be ready by at least the end of this week, and the basketball video board will be operable in early 2027. While the news cycle of cyclosporiasis has begun to die down, the cases have not. The Kentucky Department of Public Health says they're investigating 620 reported cases of it in Kentucky. 274 of those have been confirmed in the last week alone. In this area, there have been 4 confirmed cases in Boyle County, 3 in Garrett County, 2 in Mercer, and 1 in Lincoln County. While cyclosporiasis cases typically do rise in the summer, the Kentucky Department of Public Health says the average is usually 35 cases per year. The Kentucky Department of Revenue says it will pause its operations. That pause will begin today and go through August the 14th. They say the pause is necessary due to the addition of system updates for several business tax types. The updates will not affect how Kentucky residents themselves file or pay individual income taxes. And the drawing for the 9th highest jackpot in Powerball history will take place tonight. After Monday's Powerball jackpot went unclaimed, tonight's drawing will reach an estimated $786 million. That's $341.6 million if you take the lump sum payment. The last time the Powerball jackpot was claimed happened on Christmas Eve of last year, when the winner won the second largest Powerball jackpot ever at $1.817 billion. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
The Mercer Chamber of Commerce proudly presents another Pioneer Day celebration August 13th to the 15th at Old Fort Harrod State Park. It features baby shows, food trucks, food tasting contests, ghost walks, vendors, a car show, pizza and pie eating contest, karate demonstration, elite wrestling matches, and for the kids, free train rides, inflatables, petting zoo, games, and lots more. See you at Pioneer Days August 13th to the 15th at Old Fort Harrod State Park, a service of the Mercer County Chamber of Commerce.
Hunger does not discriminate. It impacts the elderly woman who greets you at church, the little boy who sits next to your child at school, the working mother who cuts your hair. In fact, God's Bank is providing food assistance to 1 in 7 people in central and eastern Kentucky. You can help us in the fight. For every $1 donated to God's Pantry Food Bank, we can distribute 4.5 meals to people in need. To find out how you can help, visit godspantry.org or call 859-255-6592.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Calling Mark or Chris, and they'll give you a free quote. 859-236-6686. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. Sunshine, rain shower chances today. Sunshine and rain shower chances tomorrow. Sunshine and rain shower chances on Friday, sunshine and rain shower chances on Saturday. Right now, 7:11 in the morning, 70 degrees on this Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in this morning. That's 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show on this Wednesday, August the 5th. And happy that you've joined us here on the radio this morning. Hey, an impatient Wisconsin senior citizen made news recently, flying a helicopter to go shopping at Cabela's because the drive was too long. Just called on the helicopter. Like, take me to Cabela's, like they're flagging a taxi down or something.
If you're a senior citizen who keeps finding themselves flying a helicopter, then you need Helicopter Alert. Simply press the Helicopter Alert button and help will be sent right away.
Helicopter Alert. What seems to be the problem?
Help! I wanted to go to bingo night, and the next thing I knew, I was flying a helicopter without any formal training.
Okay, ma'am, where are you?
I just said, I'm in the sky in a helicopter. I don't know what any of these buttons do. I can't remember how I got here.
We'll send another helicopter up to you to help you right away.
It's Helicopter Alert.
All senior citizens should have helicopter alert.
Call now.
All senior citizens should have helicopter alert. You should also, loaded up the wrong thing, be listening to The Joe Show, regardless of what age you are, because we give you breaking and trending news, particularly at this time of the morning. Let's see what's going on with the news headlines around the state, nation, and world. And we are actually coming up to an end of this segment, at least for the rest of this calendar year, just about, as we'll have our football coaches on beginning in a couple of weeks at this time. 7:10, we'll have Coach Haddix, and 7:20, we'll have Steve Stonebreaker. Hey, a federal judge has set a March 2nd, 2027 trial date in the antitrust lawsuit challenging Paramount's proposed merger with Warner Brothers Discovery. The date is later than Paramount requested and could prove costly, as the company is set to begin paying Warner Brothers Discovery shareholders $7 million a day starting October 1st until the deal closes. A coalition of 12 state attorneys general argues the $111 billion merger would reduce competition, while the Writers Guild of America has filed a separate lawsuit raising concerns about its impact on writers. Paramount maintains the merger would strengthen its ability to compete with major streaming companies and ultimately would benefit consumers in the long run. A report says at least 12 states have now reported cyber attacks against their water systems that may be linked to Iran. ABC News says officials in Michigan, one of the newer states to report the attack, are monitoring the situation and coordinating with federal partners. There have been no reports of any disruptions to water supplies or wastewater treatment so far. Minnesota was the first state to report the attacks last week. Multiple reports cite U.S. officials that say the attacks may be linked to Iran. The FBI is warning utilities to disconnect systems from the internet where possible, use systems with breakers, and be prepared to revert to manual controls if automated systems are compromised. Whoa, Barry Manilow did not perform in Rupp Arena last night. He was set to perform a makeup show in Kentucky, but that was canceled last minute. The original show was in March, but was moved due to the Mandy Singer's lung cancer treatment. There was no reason given for last night's cancellation. Just a message on X reading, quote, "Due to unforeseen circumstances, tonight's show in Lexington has been rescheduled." Of course, me and Dusty talked about that show yesterday when Dusty was on the Kentucky Music Preview. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said yesterday that the U.S. is involved in talks between Iran and Oman, and that getting Iran to give up its nuclear program is the ultimate goal. Rubio said the biggest deal on the table is making sure Iran never gets a nuclear weapon, but said the more immediate focus is on the Strait of Hormuz and another key passage of energy, both of which Iran and its allies have periodically shut down during the war. After a signing of the Strategic Civil Nuclear Cooperation Agreement with the Vice President of Paraguay hallway yesterday. Secretary of State Marco Rubio did say progress is being made during the talks in Iran.
I think that there's a conversation and negotiation that we are involved in between Oman and Iran on how more ships can be able to go through there safely in the short term as we move towards these longer term talks about denuclearization. And suffice it to say there's been progress made in those talks, but not finality yet. We're hoping that will happen very shortly.
Could they have picked a hallway with more of an echo to do an interview than that one that they were in? Julian Boudion, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but we'll say I am, the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate in South Dakota, has ended his campaign, clearing the way for independent Brian Bings to take on Republican Senator Mike Rounds this fall. Boudion is a nonprofit leader and former state trooper, cited personal hardships, including a devastating house fire, but also alleged he faced intimidation threats to drop out. Now withdrawn Senate candidate Justin Boudion spoke at the South Dakota Democratic Party's McGovern Day event just a few days ago and announced a big endorsement.
I am also proud to announce that today our campaign was endorsed proudly by President Biden.
He's the third Democrat in a deep red state to exit a Senate race, so a better-funded independent candidate can have a stronger shot at beating a Republican. Similar moves have already happened in Idaho and Nebraska, though Montana's Democratic candidate has said she is staying in. McDonald's reported its slowest U.S. sales growth in over a year, even after leaning hard on value deals to win back customers. Sales at U.S. restaurants opened last year rose just 0.8% last quarter, below what analysis expected. The company said it rolled out too many promotions at once, limiting limited-time World Cup and K-pop theme meals, plus a revamped $3 menu, which overwhelmed restaurants and slowed service. Executives called it a challenging environment, noting that higher prices for food and gas have left lower-income customers with less to spend. McDonald's is also replacing its U.S. president following the disappointing results. That's what's breaking and trending this morning right here on The Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports, and HometownLive.net. It's 7:18 in the morning, and guess who's up? The Big Daddy, Steve Bertram with sports, makes his morning debut now.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports, and this is Sports with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football's fall practice expects to see competition for the quarterback position. Head coach Will Stein said as much on Media Day. Notre Dame transfer Kenny Menchie, a junior, is leading the pack right now, but others are apparently not that far away from him. Menchie will get pushed by Callum Wither, Matt Ponatoski, Brennan Ward, and Jacque Long. UK opens the season at Kroger Field September 5th against Youngstown State, and we'll have all the action on your home for the Cats, Z105. In Major League Baseball yesterday, Cincinnati edged the Athletics 5-4. The Reds scored twice in the bottom of the eighth on wild pitches to get the win. Rookie Sal Stewart had his 86th RBI of the season. That's tops in baseball this year. Tariq Skubal made his Dodger debut last night, but got very little support. He allowed just 2 runs over 6 innings of work, but took the loss as the Cubs handed the Dodgers their 5th straight L, 5-1. The Yankees shut out the Cardinals 2-0. It was the Mets 6, Guardians 2, Braves 4, Marlins 2, Brewers 4, Pirates 2, Red Sox 14, White Sox 2, and the Rays 9, Rockies 7. Other winners were the Astros, Orioles, Padres, Phillies, Rangers, Royals, and the Tigers. The University of Kentucky will pay Michigan State $3.95 million to take care of the buyout for Jay Batt on his contract as Kentucky's CEO of Champions Blue and its new athletic director. UK and Champions Blue will pay Michigan State a lump sum of $2.5 million now and $1.45 million by July 31st of 2027. Batt replaces Mitch Barnhart, who retired back on June 30th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
In the heart of Harrodsburg, Kentucky, Mercer Stone Company is shaping driveways and dreams. Supplying quality stone with local dedication, these folks know a thing or two about building from the ground up. With friendly service and a commitment to getting your project done right, you'll find the materials and know-how you need. And lay the foundation for your next great project with Mercer Stone Company today. We will rock you.
Hello, this is Jessica Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home, our family serving your family.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Little Rayleigh, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends. They are over at Southern Heating and Cooling, keeping your home cozy as your comfort is their priority. Better known, family operated, locally trusted. Go online, southernheatingcooling.com, or call 859-324-2770, Southern Heating and Cooling. Patchy fog today, mostly sunny as well. High of 88, low tonight of 69. We are seeing daily rain shower chances through Saturday, even into Sunday. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 88's the high. Friday, mostly sunny, 87 is the high. On Saturday, partly sunny, 85 is the high. It's 7:23 in the morning right now. It's 70 degrees Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August, and I'm happy you've joined us. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in here this morning, 238-WHIR, and we'd love to have you right here on the radio, on the Joe Show this morning.
I didn't know how to stop myself.
I would eat 4, 5, 6 orders a day, and that was just lunch.
It's the most underreported addiction out there. The addiction to chicken wings.
I sold my child for a combo plate with Cool Ranch and spicy barbecue.
But there is hope. CWA, Chicken Wings Anonymous, can help.
My name is Brad.
Hi, Brad.
And I was a 5-bucket-a-day chicken wing addict.
But you got better, right?
What? No, why would I want to do that? I love chicken wings. Everyone loves chicken wings, am I right?
Yeah. Come on. Let's go get some now.
Okay, we're still working on this. But until there's a cure, there's blue cheese, barbecue, and buffalo sauce. Life is good.
Yeah, National Chicken Wing Addiction Day. I love chicken wings as well. Hey, do you ever look back on things from like a decade ago and think, wow, that seems like a completely different world, or this is different from where we're living 10 years ago to now, whatever it may be. You know, like whatever major change you see. Like even in society, like the way people behave and the way things happen. People online are talking about the things that have become more socially acceptable in just the past decade. So maybe back in 2015, 2014, around that time, it wasn't as socially acceptable. Now it's like, what in the world's happened over 10 years where things just a decade ago, these wouldn't have been acceptable, and now it's like we're more accepting of it. Here we go. It's the focus of this morning's Top 10 Countdown. The top 10 things that were acceptable now that were not acceptable 10 years ago. Let's do it. Top 10 Countdown. Top 10 Countdown. 10 things acceptable now that were not acceptable 10 years ago. Here it is.
Number 10.
All right, 10. Someone says bringing a water bottle everywhere. Which is interesting. I mean, like 10 years ago, people weren't carrying around Stanley cups everywhere they go. Someone says, we have guests over for a nice dinner. I will ask them what I can get them to drink, and they just plonk their huge water bottle down at the kitchen table. They say that they're good. They'll just have water. It's so weird to me. It seems like a rejection of hospitality. Bringing a water bottle everywhere. Number 10 on our top 10 things that are acceptable now that weren't 10 years ago. Here's number 9.
Number 9.
Interesting, betting and gambling. You know, like online sports betting and prediction markets. That is true. I got on the Major League Baseball app a couple days ago, and they said you can now put the betting lines on the screen if you want them. It's like you're looking at sports scores and you see the betting lines. It's just there now. Betting and gambling is all over the place. That's number 9 on our top 10 countdown.
Number 8.
Number 8, I agree with this one, profanity. Someone said, I don't appreciate how casual and acceptable swearing has become. And I'm right there with you. Especially having little kids. You know, like it seems trashy to me. Why are you talking like that? Like you're not, like no one wants to hear you say that. Can you find other words to use? Like there are kids everywhere and you're frustrated because Dairy Queen doesn't have the chocolate for the chocolate dipped cone. Like why are you cussing right now? It's no need. That trend is older than 10 years, like obviously, but some older folks claim it's much more common to hear kids using naughty language, like even in front of their parents. It's number 8 in our top 10 countdown.
Number 7.
Number 7, open, guilt-free cheating. Academically speaking, there's always been cheating on tests and assignments, but using AI and online resources doesn't seem bad to people. It's just another way, a faster way of getting things done and over with. Like you can openly use AI now and basically just use that to help you with your work. What they call open, guilt-free cheating. Number 7 on our top 10 countdown.
Number 6.
Number 6, our ability to concentrate and read has disappeared. People often have full conversations based on a headline they remember seeing. Now people don't have the concentration skills, the reading skills anymore, probably because we're on our tablets and devices so much. Number 6 on our top 10 countdown. Top 10 things that were not socially acceptable 10 years ago that now a decade later are.
Number 5.
Number 5, being on your phone while socializing. I remember a time where it was like, hey, don't pull out your phone if you're hanging out with people. That seems rude. Now it's completely normal for someone to just be on their phone while having a conversation with someone. Now, I will argue that it still looks rude. Like if someone's talking to you and you're not even engaging in eye contact with them and you're looking at your phone the entire time, unless that person's asking you a question and you're looking it up on your phone. But like that still seems really rude to me. Just pulling your phone out mid-conversation and not even engaging with a person. It's become more socially acceptable, though. Number 4, posting photos of your kids online. Not only are people less concerned about sharing images of their own kids, but other family members, other parents, and even the kids' school seems less hesitant about posting photos online. Kids' photos are everywhere. That's number 4 in our top 10 countdown. Number 3, constantly canceling plans. There used to be a stigma around being flaky. But now bailing on plans is considered self-care or protecting your peace. All right, I just need a day for myself. I need to cancel my plans. It used to be frowned upon. Now it's, oh, okay, we'll go for it. Number 3 in our top 10 countdown. Here's number 2. Now, we talked about open, guilt-free cheating and AI. Number 2 is AI. This also used to feel real scary, but most people have entire conversations now with artificial intelligence, even if it's during a Google search. Number 2 is AI. And the number 1 thing that is socially acceptable now that was not socially acceptable 10 years ago.
Number 1.
Location sharing. It feels creepy. But now many people have at least one app that shows people right where they are, not to mention how common it is for parents to track where their kids are as well. Location sharing. Number 1 used to not be socially acceptable. I don't want people to know where I am. Now it's, hey, I'm right here driving 60 miles per hour down this road. 7:30 in the morning, and K&N News is right now.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
An independent audit is revealing extensive financial mismanagement in Fayette County Public Schools. Weaver and Tidwell auditors delivered 70 recommendations to address a crisis driven by unmonitored overspending and a planned $9 million deficit. Auditors revealed a lack of oversight allowed one district officer to record multiple unapproved entries. An animal rescue effort in southern Kentucky has recovered almost 250 abandoned pets from a heavy hoarding property. Guardians of Rescue Representative Kelly Basham disclosed the owner surrendered the animals voluntarily after volunteers found 244 dogs living in deplorable cages. The rescued pets are now being distributed to regional advocacy groups across multiple states for rehabilitation. Developments in a Trimble County deadly high-speed collision. 29-year-old Mary Natasha May was arraigned in court on reckless homicide charges concerning a fatal June collision on Milton Hill. Arrest reports reveal May was driving 60 miles an hour in a 35 zone with 3 young children in the vehicle, causing a head-on collision that killed 39-year-old David Logan. An active rabies exposure warning is driving public health precautions in Knott County. Local health director Scott Lockard confirmed a dead bat retrieved on July 29th tested positive for the virus, exposing 2 individuals who are now recovering, undergoing proactive vaccine procedures. Lockard is warning neighbors to keep pet vaccinations current and avoid erratic wildlife. And real-time climate surveillance is expanding along the Red River Valley. Powell County leaders cut the ribbon on a new high-tech weather station outside Stanton to feed data to the National Weather Service. County Judge Executive Eddie Barnes declared the station represents a critical lifeline for a subdivision of the state prone to severe storms and devastating flash flooding. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. Call Term Busters for a quote, 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class, exam required to qualify. For details, call 1-800-908-7636. Paid for by Robert Livinger, Insurance Agent.
If you've ever been a victim of a scam or fraud attempt, you're not alone. Con artists are good at tricking people. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. A way we beat the fraudsters is to communicate with each other. Always feel free to contact us, as we're glad to help you and share advice.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County High School announced a new state-of-the-art video board is coming to the multi-purpose turf field. The video board will be 35 feet tall by 25 feet wide and will not only feature high-definition video, enhanced sound systems, advanced graphics, but will also allow students to get hands-on experience operating the system and working to get industry-recognized video board certifications, valuable career-ready skills in sports production, broadcasting, and media technology. And the football field isn't the only place to get a new video board. Boyle County also announced that their gymnasium would also receive a new video scoreboard with a shot clock. The hope is that the video board of the football field will be ready by at least the end of this week, and the basketball video board will be operable in early 2027. While the news cycle of cyclosporiasis has begun to die down, the cases have not. The Kentucky Department of Public Health says they're investigating 620 reported cases of it in Kentucky. 274 of those have been confirmed in the last week alone. In this area, there have been 4 confirmed cases in Boyle County, 3 in Garrett County, 2 in Mercer, and 1 in Lincoln County. While cyclosporiasis cases typically do rise in the summer, the Kentucky Department of Public Health says the average is usually 35 cases per year. The Kentucky Department of Revenue says it will pause its operations. That pause will begin today and go through August the 14th. They say the pause is necessary due to the addition of system updates for several business tax types. The updates will not affect how Kentucky residents themselves file or pay individual income taxes. And the drawing for the 9th highest jackpot in Powerball history will take place tonight. After Monday's Powerball jackpot went unclaimed, tonight's drawing will reach an estimated $786 million. That's $341.6 million if you take the lump sum payment. The last time the Powerball jackpot was claimed happened on Christmas Eve of last year, when the winner won the second largest Powerball jackpot ever at $1.817 billion. I'm Joe Mathis.
Summertime, 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 summertime.
We're all ready for some summertime fun and at a big deals price. Go to Beach Bend Park and Splash Lagoon Water Park with admission tickets just $30 at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. They're determined and dedicated to providing safe, clean fun for all guests this summer. Beach Bend has rides for everyone in the family, including the nationally recognized Kentucky Rumbler wooden roller coaster. There's the whole family ride, the Wet Adventure down the Whitewater Express. And there's plenty of fun at Splash Lagoon Water Park. A day of summer fun, plus included with your admission ticket, you get free parking, free sunscreen, free tubes, all at Beach Bend Park in Bowling Green. Just a 2-hour drive away, so get ready to pack up and go to Beach Bend Park with admission tickets just $30 for a full day of fun in the sun. Go to hometownlive.net and click on Big Deals. So shop now! Shop now, buy now. Also save $5 on Pioneer Playhouse tickets.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South Fort. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you, Little Riley. Brought to you by our friends over at Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville. Convenient stay-in-your-car drive-thru. Complete diabetes shop Monday through Friday, 9 to 7. Saturdays, 9 to 5. Good Neighbor Pharmacy in Danville behind Cracker Barrel. Patchy fog this morning and a sunny day overall. 88's a high, a low tonight of 69. Rain showers today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Daily chances each of the next 4 days. Tomorrow, sunny and 88. Friday, mostly sunny, 87. Saturday, partly sunny and 85. It's 7:38 in the morning right now. 70 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August. And Casey Bird is on here to give us the word. Good morning, Casey. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, Casey. Doing great. Appreciate you giving us an update on the County Agent's Corner from the Garrett County Extension Office. It's brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Casey Bird.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So one of Kentucky's biggest tradition is almost here. The 2026 Kentucky State Fair returns to the Kentucky Exposition Center in Louisville August 20th through the 30th, bringing together the very best of Kentucky ag, entertainment, food, and family fun. This year's fair also celebrates America's 250th anniversary with special exhibits, competitions, and patriotic displays throughout the fairgrounds. Agriculture is, of course, at the heart of the fair, with livestock shows, 4-H and FFA exhibits, home arts, horticulture displays, and the popular Pride of the County's exhibit showcasing what makes each Kentucky county unique. Visitors can also join carnival rides, live entertainment. The Texas Roadhouse Concert Series is going on, the World Championship Horse Show, and, of course, my favorite and most of everyone else's favorite, fair foods. They've got dozens and dozens of vendors. So whether you're exhibiting livestock, cheering on local competitors, or simply enjoying a day with family and friends, the Kentucky State Fair is a great way to celebrate Kentucky ag and traditions. For ticket schedules and a full list of events, visit the Kentucky State Fair website. They've got specials each day of the fair, so you never know what you're going to see, so be sure to check that schedule. So that's today's County Agent Corner update. Join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner. It's a service of Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Extension offices. And, of course, UK is an equal opportunity provider.
Yeah, Casey Bird is giving us the word this morning. County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Now, Casey, before you go, some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Casey, are you ready?
Hit me.
All right, here we go, Casey. Fact number 1, do you remember the frozen yogurt chain TCBY?
No.
You don't? Do you mind me asking how old you are, Casey? I know I'm not supposed to do that, but are you...
Today's actually my birthday. I'm turning 36 today.
Today's Casey's birthday, 36 years old. I had no idea. The odds of me asking you how old you are on your birthday is, I guess, 1 in 365, because there are 365 days in a year. But you're 36 years old, you said.
Yep.
Okay, so you're not... I mean, I'll be 37 at the end of this month, so you're right around my age. But you don't know TCBY. There was one in the Taco Bell location here in Danville a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, TCBY, you could go in and you can, like, get ice cream or whatever while you're eating Taco Bell. They had it lined up in these freezers like you're at Baskin-Robbins, basically.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, TCBY originally stood for This Can't Be Yogurt. But there was a lawsuit from a competitor with a very similar name, so now it's Free's Best Yogurt. And yes, there are still TCBYs around. Now, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, there were about 2,000 locations in the U.S. There are just about 130 left right now. So they have drastically decreased, but there are still around some TCBYs. Number 2, the co-founder of the identity protection firm called LifeLock once tested his product. He gave out his Social Security number in ads to prove how effective the service LifeLock was. His identity was stolen 13 times, and the company was fined $12 million for false advertising. So his product didn't work that great. He was stolen, his identity was stolen, and his company was fined $12 million. Like a double negative.
Double whammy.
Yeah. Number 3, the birthplace of Kermit the Frog is Leland, Mississippi. Jim Henson used to spend time there as a child growing up, and so he made Kermit the Frog's birthplace Leland, Mississippi.
Okay, why didn't he have an accent?
Yeah, a Mississippi accent, that's right.
Yeah.
He didn't think that one through, did he? He didn't give enough thought into making him a Mississippi frog. Number 4, Burger King cannot call itself Burger King in Australia because a small restaurant already owns that trademark. So all the Australian locations are called Hungry Jack's, which seems interesting to me because that's also the name of like a pancake mix here in the United States, right? Hungry Jack's. So they couldn't go by that name here in the United States. They've got a different name in a different country. And Heather is...
Yes, I have been there. Yeah, and I saw the Hungry Jack's. So I was like, what is that?
Did you eat there?
I did not eat there.
Okay, you're like, I can get this in the Danville manner.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not going to eat it in Australia.
No. And number 5, zebras have stripes, and those stripes keep them cool. Zebras actually graze longer than any other animal, which means they're out in the sun longer, and the stripes help them regulate their body temperature. So the stripes obviously are there for a reason. Random facts this morning for you, Casey. Appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning, okay?
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. That's Casey Bird giving us the word this morning. County Agent's Corner brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. And we heard Heather Henson. Heather's in studio with us this morning on the final 4 shows of the Pioneer Playhouse season. Final 4 plays, I guess we should say.
Yes. Only 4 more.
4 more to go.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
It's hard to believe. I come here at the start of the summer, Joe, and we're like, oh, we've got this whole summer. And then here we are at the end. It's a bittersweet.
Tonight, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday evening, Boeing is on the stage. Heather, walk us through what Boeing is about.
It's a funny show. It's about a guy who thinks he can have 3 different fiancées who are all beautiful airline stewardesses. And so, they're on their different timetables. One will fly in, one will fly out. He thinks he can juggle that. But then a faster Boeing and a friend kind of muck up the plans, and so they all start coming back at once, and it's hilarious. Yeah.
And this is the final 4 shows of the year. And what's it like, Heather? Like in this final stretch run where it seems like the summer has gone by so fast. It obviously has been a grueling grind for a lot of you all there because it's, Tuesday through Saturday for a month and a half, 2 months or so.
Yeah, and so it's, the actors are working so hard. They're performing one show at night while they rehearse for another during the day and trying to keep all those lines. This was a very wordy line play this year, lots of words, and so it's been a lot, but they're doing terrific, and these actors have been in all 3 shows, and they're just a funny cast. It's a great cast, but yeah, they're kind of the ones that are made it to the final show. It's kind of like the holiday, for actors, because they're performing at night, and then they can sleep late. They can do whatever they want during the day.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do they still rehearse at this point?
No,
they know what they're doing.
No, they know what they're doing, so they don't rehearse, so they get to, and a lot of them go around and see what there is in Danville and surrounding places and kind of, take little trips and kind of check it out. But they sleep late.
Yes,
that's one thing
I'm sure.
Can do.
So for people the actors and actresses, and a lot of them, most of them, I guess, are not from this area, right?
Right. Our core group is not from here. For the last show, we had a lot of locals in Iron Baby Angel, but for this one, it's kind of the core group. And 2 of them are from New York. One of them is from the Poconos. Gates is actually from Lexington, so we do have one from Lexington, Michigan.
Wow.
So they come from all over, and they live on the grounds at Pioneer Playhouse, and they perform all summer long.
What or I don't know if you know this answer, but what's been some things that the people from outside of the state living in Danville have enjoyed about Danville? Are there certain restaurants they like? Or?
Yeah, I mean, they go downtown a lot because they'll walk. Some of them will walk because, New Yorkers walk everywhere. To us, it's kind of odd.
You drive a mile, but then they walk.
It's like you're so close from Pioneer Playhouse to downtown. So they go a lot to the hub. They go a lot to the places right downtown. And they just like how friendly people are. They're always amazed. I tell them when they start out every year, people are going to recognize you. They're going to know that you're from the Playhouse. And so they do feel a little bit like stars for the summer. It's kind of cool. They're recognized. And but they like it. They really like being here. It's a different pace for them.
I love it. Good stuff. Boeing, again, on stage through Saturday, 8 o'clock in the evening, tonight, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. How can we get tickets to see Boeing?
859-236-2747. The box office opens at 9 o'clock, or you can go online anytime, pioneerplayhouse.com. And I know the weather looks a little iffy this weekend, but we've moved the show in a couple of times now, and it works just as well inside. So we do move inside. If it's sprinkling, we'll stay outside because our set is so gorgeous. So we'll if it's sprinkling, we'll pull out the umbrellas and you'll stay outside a little bit. But if it's really raining, we will go inside. And it's a terrific show. We have our dinners Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays now. People are loving the shish kebab, grilled chicken or grilled beef. And so, it's a terrific thing. And then, of course, next week we have Elvis, Dolly, and Loretta.
Look at this.
There we go. You always have you've got it all.
Well, last
lined
week
up.
it was Loretta, so this week it's got to be Dolly.
9 to 5,
I was down
Dolly.
in Pigeon Forge over the weekend, of course. Everything down there is
Yeah,
Dolly
it's Dolly.
Parton. Dolly's
Yeah.
everywhere. They
Love
got Dolly statues and all that. So it's Elvis, Dolly, and Loretta, August 13th, 14th, and 15th. Tell us about this.
There are not many tickets left. You literally have got to call today or go online, pioneerplayhouse.com. Not many tickets left for that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's a popular show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got 3. You got Dolly, Loretta, and Elvis. Is it just a one night, a one
and
artist
you got 2 Elvises, 2 Elvi. So,
Yeah.
it's a lot. And it's music, and it's a really terrific band and live entertainment. Just come on out. It's a lot of fun.
Now, are you all still doing the dinner before those
We
shows?
do. For the Elvis, it is that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There are dinners, but again, you need to make your reservations for that because it is going fast.
That is August 13th, 14th, and 15th. A night of 3 stars.
Yes.
Elvis, not one night. It's 3 nights, 3 stars. Elvis, Dolly, and Loretta on the stage of Pioneer Playhouse, 236-2747.
Exactly.
PioneerPlayhouse.com, and you can see Elvis, Dolly, and Loretta next week, and also Boeing the remainder of this week, too.
All right. Hope to see you there.
Love it. Good stuff. Heather, appreciate you being on.
Thank you.
Pioneer Playhouse. Get your tickets right now.
In the last 2 weeks, nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced anxiety, and more than 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced depression. Children, adolescents, teens, and adults alike are all looking for a refuge from fear, worries, and sadness. That's where the Nurture Nest can step in, with locations in Danville, Harrodsburg, and Somerset, as well as telehealth options from the comfort of your home. They want you to see how fun and healing therapy can be. The Nurture Nest, where healing takes flight.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football's fall practice expects to see competition for the quarterback position. Cubs handed the Dodgers their 5th straight L, 5-1. The Yankees shut out the Cardinals 2-0. It was the Mets 6, Guardians 2, Braves 4, Marlins 2, Brewers 4, Pirates 2, Red Sox 14, White Sox 2, and the Rays 9, Rockies 7. Other winners were the Astros, Orioles, Padres, Phillies, Rangers, Royals, and the Tigers. The University of Kentucky will pay Michigan State $3.95 million to take care of the buyout for Jay Batt on his contract as Kentucky's CEO of Champions Blue and its new athletic director. UK and Champions Blue will pay Michigan State a lump sum of $2.5 million now and $1.45 million by July 31st of 2027. Batt replaces Mitch Barnhart, who retired back on June 30th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Running a business isn't easy, and if you want to reach new customers, you've got to get your message out. Hi, I'm Don, and here are some marketing fast facts to help you grow your business. So, do you know which media dominates the marketplace? It's radio. Radio is the #1 mass reach media. 93% of the population listens to radio. Radio reaches more people than TV, Google, Facebook, Twitter, or Yellow Pages. Also, radio dominates in the car. Potential customers don't surf the internet, watch TV, or read it while driving. Radio reaches consumers as they travel to stores to make shopping decisions. You know, no other media can make that claim. And radio has the strongest ROI of any other media. Radio has an average ROI of $10 of incremental sales for every dollar spent. Your dollars work harder with radio. So, where do you start? Call us today and find out how radio can help grow your business.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
A few years ago, Steve Faircow's lungs were failing.
I don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received a lung transplant made possible by an organ donor. Now Steve can do things he never imagined, like climbing 94 floors to the top of a skyscraper.
I never knew that breathing could feel this good. It's an incredible gift.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315 Delahaye. Get a free estimate and they work with your insurance company. Fixing water leaks, window, motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Patchy fog today, otherwise a sunny day. The double barrel 8s as the high. A low tonight, 69. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 88. Friday, mostly sunny and 87. Saturday, mostly sunny, 85. Rain showers are kind of messing up some of these days. Chance of rain. Right now, 7:55 in the morning, 70 degrees. Jerry Farmer texted, said there was a TCBY in the Manor, the Danville Manor Shopping Center. And I don't remember that. I guess I was too young to remember that. He said where Planet Fitness, beside the old movies, where Planet Fitness was. I remember it in Taco Bell. And to me, I felt like I was a little kid when it was in Taco Bell. So when it was next to next to the movies. And I remember the movies being there, too. So I don't know why I don't remember the TCBY. Like, I remember the movies being in the Manor. And I remember, obviously, JCPenney. I remember a little bit of Winn-Dixie being in the Manor there at the end, right? Where, like, Beals or whatever that store is now. So I remember some of those old things. Old, quote unquote. I mean, I was a child, so I guess that would make me old too. But I remember some of the older establishments that were there. But I don't remember the TCBY being there. But so Jerry says that was, I'm sure it was. It was there by the movies, maybe before my time of remembrance, though. 859-238-9447. 238-WHIR, phone number to call in this morning. And we'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show. Let's head out west, see what's going on in Hollywood. The showbiz segment, The World of Weird. Those people so rich and famous they're disassociated with reality. Rule of thumb, celebrity does it, says it, or thinks it. You should do, say, and think the opposite. Here we go. All right, Rosie O'Donnell is going to guest host Jimmy Kimmel Live the week of August the 17th. I can't tell you how anxious I am to not watch any of those shows. And she has a special song she'd like to sing, but she can't because she's not allowed to. It's an anti-Trump song that she's sung before, but ABC execs told her, quote, they couldn't get permission for the parody because it's political content. Now, so many parodies are political content, including stuff Jimmy Kimmel does on his own show all the time. So Rosie's a little confused by that, but she did sing it in a recent podcast interview. It's to the tune of If I Only Had a Brain from The Wizard of Oz. You can check that out. I am not going to sing it. Ariana Grande paused her show in Chicago Monday night to address the news that she's going to be taking a break after her tour. She didn't really directly mention the growing concerns surrounding her appearance, but she said that the upcoming break is something she planned a long time ago. It is not reactive or impulsive. Quote, I heard that many fans were worried that negativity was ruining things for me. This is not what that is. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Boundaries need to be set. Human beings need to break sometimes. And also, this can be and will continue to be the greatest experience in my professional and creative life. Ariana ended her message assuring fans that nothing will distort her reality or be more real to her than the love they share. Quote, this is what I will always take with me and carry with me because the rest of this is not mine to carry. All I wanted you to hear that from me. And a celebrity edition of The Voice will premiere next spring for the show's 31st season. It'll be called The Voice Celebrity, and Keke Palmer will host. For this version, there will only be 3 coaches instead of 4. Joe Jonas will make his coaching debut, alongside Queen Latifah and country singer Riley Graham, who will both debut on the upcoming season 30. The contestants will include actors, musicians, athletes, comedians, reality stars, and influencers. The show will also include Voice Boot Camp, which will give a backstage look as celebrities prepare for their blind auditions, and a VIP room, which brings artists together to watch their fellow celebrities take the stage. The original version of The Voice will premiere September 21st with coaches Queen Latifah, Riley Green, Kelly Clarkson, and Adam Levine. A celebrity edition of The Voice will debut next year. Ariana Grande says her upcoming break was planned a while ago, and Rosie O'Donnell won't be allowed to sing her anti-Trump song when she guest hosts on Jimmy Kimmel Live. That's what's going on in the world of Weird the Showbiz segment. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Our top hour news is coming now, and State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe joins us right after that. We're halfway home.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Voters hit the polls yesterday for another big primary election day in America and arguably the closest watch race of the day. NBC News projects Abdul El Sayed has won Michigan's Democratic U.S. Senate primary. The progressive El Sayed appears to have defeated establishment-backed Congresswoman Haley Stevens, although she didn't concede the race early this morning while addressing supporters.
We knew that this was going to be a close race. And that's exactly what we've got.
The race has divided the party, with fears within the DNC that El Sayed's victory would pull the party further left and hurt their midterm hopes to regain control of the House and Senate. Al-Sayed will face the Republican challenger, former Congressman Mike Rogers, who has the support of President Trump. The president is now in Las Vegas this morning after a brief fundraising trip to Los Angeles last night. More from Mark Mayfield.
He spent a little over 4 hours in California to speak at a Republican National Committee event at the Trump National Golf Club in Rancho Palos Verdes. After Air Force One landed at LAX around 4:30 p.m., Trump walked to the Marine One helicopter, which carried him to the golf club. Reporters were not allowed inside the fundraiser. A few hours later, Trump took the helicopter back to LAX, where he got on Air Force One and flew to Las Vegas for a speech. I'm Mark Mayfield.
And an investigation is underway after a man was arrested for suspicious behavior outside the fundraiser for President Trump. The LAPD announced that they'd arrested a man over the weekend who was seen photographing the golf club just days ahead of the president's visit. And evacuated Spokane, Washington residents are returning home to find the charred remains of houses burned in the Old Trails fire. Residents began returning home yesterday morning to find houses charred down to the chimneys. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
It's an honor for me to serve the people here in Louisville.
Meet Genesis Diamonds Vice President Eddie Edmoni, celebrating over 15 years here as Louisville's premier jeweler.
Genesis has given people in Louisville a better way to buy diamonds and fine jewelry.
It starts with value.
Genesis 100% guarantees the best value, the most for your money.
Real direct importer prices on hand-picked diamonds.
Our standards are so high. Every diamond at Genesis is graded by the world's most respected gem lab. No cloudy or hazy diamonds at Genesis.
And to showcase that diamond, Genesis has the exclusive bridal designers you won't find anywhere else.
Genesis is the only jeweler in Kentucky that's been chosen by all the top bridal jewelry designers. Tacori, Viraggio, Simon G, A. Jaffe, Gabriel. Over 4,000 rings to choose from.
All this with no commission salespeople, free service for life, a 120% diamond upgrade guarantee, and local ownership.
Louisville is a special place, and we are so proud to be your jeweler.
Genesis Diamonds and Luxury Pre-Owned Timepieces, official jeweler of the Cardinals in Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Celebrity blogger Perez Hilton is reportedly in a Florida hospital. More from Natalie Rodriguez in Miami.
Internet personality Perez Hilton is reportedly receiving professional medical care after Miami-Dade deputies responded to his residence in Westchester last night. Concerned viewers alerted police after a graphic video appeared on Hilton's live stream, apparently trying to hurt himself. Hilton's management team states they are prioritizing his health and well-being. The sheriff's office confirming that the individual was alone inside the home and safely taken into protective custody. There is no update on the 48-year-old's condition this morning. National mental health resources are available 24/7 by dialing 988. Natalie Rodriguez, Miami.
President Trump's pick to lead the Justice Department has been approved by a key Senate committee. Todd Blanche won the support of Senator John Cornyn of Texas by signing a deal to permanently rescind the nearly $2 billion anti-weaponization fund.
Weaponization fund is dead, and of course I expect them to live up to that in any future litigation.
That fund was billed as a way to compensate those who claimed they were unfairly targeted by the Biden administration. That deal also narrows the scope of Trump and his family's audit immunity. The World Health Organization is warning folks about the health risks associated with wildfire smoke and offering tips for people who are dealing with it. More from Tammy Trujillo.
The smoke is made up of a mixture of gases and very small particles released when trees and vegetation burn. People exposed to wildfire smoke can experience coughing, eye and throat irritation, and headaches, with the smoke possibly leading to respiratory issues and making asthma worse. WHO officials say if you can smell the smoke, then it's present and steps should be taken to reduce your exposure. The organization recommends staying indoors, not using fans or air conditioners that draw air from outside, and wearing an N95 mask if you have to go outside.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Pioneer Playhouse is celebrating 77 years in the Bluegrass. We're Kentucky's oldest outdoor theater, and we're right here in Danville. Enjoy a home-cooked dinner in our shaded courtyard before the show. Shows are nightly, Tuesday through Saturdays through August 8th. New showtime, 8 o'clock p.m. instead of 8:30. Dinner is optional, and now served only on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Grab some popcorn at the concession stand and stop by our Pioneer gift shop.
shop. And then it's on to the show. Boing Boing through August 8th. Bernard is a self-styled 1960s Paris Lothario with an Italian, German, and American fiance, each a gorgeous line stewardess. Bernard keeps one up, one down, and one pending until a visit from an American friend and unexpected schedule changes make for a bumpy and madcap ride. Pioneer Playhouse is located at 840 Stanford Road in Danville. When the sun goes down, the stars come out at Pioneer Playhouse.
Need your property looking its best? Call Homescapes LLC, a trusted source for all your home, service, and property maintenance. We're licensed and fully insured, handling both residential and commercial properties with confidence. Lawn care and treatments, landscaping, excavation, construction, and tree trimming and removal. One call does it all. Call 859-613-9161. That's 859-613-9161. And let Homescapes LLC get the job done right.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County High School announced a new state-of-the-art video board is coming to the multi-purpose turf field. The video board will be 35 feet tall by 25 feet wide and will not only feature high-definition video, enhanced sound systems, advanced graphics, but will also allow students to get hands-on experience operating the system and working to get industry-recognized video board certifications, valuable career-ready skills in sports production, broadcasting, and media technology. And the football field isn't the only place to get a new video board. Boyle County also announced that their gymnasium would also receive a new video scoreboard with a shot clock. The hope is that the video board of the football field will be ready by at least the end of this week, and the basketball video board will be operable in early 2027. While the news cycle of cyclosporiasis has begun to die down, the cases have not. The Kentucky Department of Public Health says they're investigating 620 reported cases of it in Kentucky. 274 of those have been confirmed in the last week alone. In this area, there have been 4 confirmed cases in Boyle County, 3 in Garrett County, 2 in Mercer, and 1 in Lincoln County. While cyclosporiasis cases typically do rise in the summer, the Kentucky Department of Public Health says the average is usually 35 cases per year. The Kentucky Department of Revenue says it will pause its operations. That pause will begin today and go through August the 14th. They say the pause is necessary due to the addition of system updates for several business tax types. The updates will not affect how Kentucky residents themselves file or pay individual income taxes. And the drawing for the 9th highest jackpot in Powerball history will take place tonight. After Monday's Powerball jackpot went unclaimed, tonight's drawing will reach an estimated $786 million. That's $341.6 million if you take the lump sum payment. The last time the Powerball jackpot was claimed happened on Christmas Eve of last year, when the winner won the second largest Powerball jackpot ever at $1.817 billion. I'm Joe Mathis.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
A new study shows more Americans turning to marijuana rather than turning to alcohol. That's what new data from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration shows.
I do both, so I smoke more than I drink, so I guess it's true.
I think it's better to smoke weed than to drink, you know? At least when you smoking weed, you know what's going on. You drink alcohol, you're like an idiot.
The numbers also show that adults over the age of 26 who smoke marijuana regularly has grown rapidly, outpacing the number of people who smoke tobacco. Women who've struggled with infertility are sharing stories online about becoming pregnant after taking GLP-1 meds. Health experts say GLP-1 drugs may improve fertility for some women by addressing conditions like obesity and insulin resistance, but results can vary from person to person. Health Update. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
This is Scott Fitzgerald. Let me tell you something. Louisville knows quality, and for over a century, Ironworkers Local 70 has set the standard since 1903. Built on professionalism, of course, and craftsmanship, they've shaped the city's landmarks and everyday structures. For your project, call the experts at Ironworkers Local 70 at 637-8796 or log on to ironworkerslocal70.com. You can connect with trained, licensed contractors who get it right the first time. Ironworkers Local 70, building Louisville with strength, skill, and pride.
Well, hey there, it's Dwight Whitten with News Radio 840. Summertime is finally here. Whether you ride, pedal, walk, drive, Kentuckians are reminded to follow the rules of the road as traffic increases across the state of Kentucky. Buckle up, put the phone down, obey the speed limit, and always travel sober. If you're riding a bike or a motorcycle, wear that helmet. If you're walking, stay visible. Let's work together for the safety of everyone using our roadways. Be safe, Kentucky. Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, brought to you by Southern Heating and Cooling. Keeping your home cozy as your comfort is their priority. Veteran known, family operated, locally trusted. Go online. SouthernHeatingCooling.com, 859-324-2770. Patchy fog this morning is kind of starting to dissipate and disappear. We get sunshine. High today of 88, low tonight 69. Small chance of rain showers today, about 50-50, but not a whole lot of rain in the forecast in terms of the amount we get. But it'll begin to bump up a little bit as we head toward the weekend with daily rain shower chances up to 40, 50, even 60% through Saturday. We'll be in the mid-80s as highs. Right now it's 8:12 in the morning. It's 71 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August. And we welcome onto the show on this August the 5th, Amanda Mays Bledsoe. Good morning, Senator Bledsoe. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Appreciate you joining us this morning, Senator Bledsoe, and updating us on what's going on there in the state capitol. And we'll start off, Senator Bledsoe, with the Fayette County Board of Education. That independent audit is done. And I think they came up with something like 65 things that they could do differently. So many of them, I guess, that they narrowed it down to 10. They said, we'll present 10 of them to you to show what you all can do to be in a better financial standing. Senator Bledsoe, were you able to catch up on that information, and what's your take on that?
I watched quite a bit of it. I will be printing out that report because it was more than I could read on my phone.
Yeah.
Or on my laptop. But it is it's pretty damaging. It's pretty specific. And honestly, it goes back to some of what Auditor Adam Edeland had reported, back in 2014. The actual information is not that different. So it's very frustrating. It's like we're back here again looking at some of that information. As you know, the budget deficit has gone from 30 to 12 to 9 to 10 to back to 12 again. It is very, very frustrating. They are so disorganized that I will tell you that they had a ribbon cutting on Monday for the new RISE Academy for young girls, and they forgot to invite the elected officials, or at least the Republican ones. So I received an apology note on Monday for not letting me know about that, which just tells you, how frustrating maybe it has been to deal with their leadership and where they are, and they're going to have to see changes.
Yeah, well, I saw Jacqueline Coleman was there, and
she did.
Mayor Linda Gorton was there, but you didn't get an invite.
I did not,
wow.
And they just said they didn't get it. I got a text Sunday night at 10, and I was already, of course, booked for Monday saying, hey, see if you can join us. And I was like, are you kidding me? I've already got appointments tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And, again, it makes it seem to the public that we don't show up at things. They may assume we have a conflict. I didn't even know that it was happening. I knew it was coming, but had not seen what time. So all of it just kind of exacerbates the point of feeling like they don't exactly have all their stuff together.
Yeah.
And we're about to start school, in a week from today in Fayette County, as well as other places in the 12th. And it just feels like parents are continuously saying, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And you know what? Teachers don't have the supplies they've normally been receiving to get ready for school. So, yes. One could say, Joe, that I'm a little frustrated.
Yes. Yeah. I understand. Hey, let me ask you about this. We were in Tennessee over the weekend, and was watching a video of Fancy Farm And actually, the first clip I saw was Jacqueline Coleman, and she was talking about how Rocky Adkins has known her family forever since she was in diapers, and if he keeps it up, she'll know him when he's in diapers. And I played that clip, and Rebecca, my wife, was like, gosh, that was kind of mean. I was like, well, Rebecca, this is kind of the point of Fancy Farm. People just throw jabs at each other the whole time. Have you ever gone to Fancy Farm? And if need be, Senator Bledsoe, could you get up there and throw some jabs against a potential opponent?
So I have been several times. I was going to go this year and just couldn't make the logistics work. Just so I think it's kind of interesting. Not necessarily the jabs, that's kind of fun, but it's a 4-day event down there. In terms of they have many of the county parties do dinners and breakfasts. Jamie Comer does a huge golf tournament, raising money for his campaign for the area. So it's a big deal. I'll tell you what, I thought Jacqueline did a phenomenal job delivering it. I did not appreciate her joke about Allison Ball at all. In fact, it was really disappointing. She went after her hair because of the jabs at her own hairdresser, and it just felt very mean girl. And that probably is a female to female elected officials. It's so hard to get women to run for office, I think, and just when I've been recruiting. So to go after the way someone looks as another female, I thought that was a very low blow and was very disappointed. Her other jokes were really funny. She made a joke about telling Governor Beshear that this was in New Hampshire. That was funny. I thought the diaper joke was a little on the edge. Like, Rucky's older. He knows that. I mean, that was a little safer, I felt. I thought it was kind of funny. Because she is, 30 years younger or 20 years younger. So it's a delicate balance. And so we were getting this discussion with some of my friends, actually, who watched it about how the male take on some of that was very different than the female take.
Interesting.
On some of the jabs that were thrown. And I would do it, but boy, I'd be careful. I would be very careful.
so like in a Fancy Farm situation, right, you've got to understand what's teetering on the edge, maybe too much, and what's appropriate. So would you write your own jokes, or who would help you? Like, who do you think helped? Not just Jacqueline, not just picking on her, but any of them that spoke. Did they all write their own? Do they have someone that helps them? Do they have a team brainstorming jokes? How does that kind of come together?
Every one of them is different. I know enough of them who would do it, who tell me it's more of a teamwork. They have to do what's authentic to them, right? They can't land a joke that they can't see delivering it. So you have to have a team do it, and I would have a team. But I would have my girlfriends, I think, probably more than anybody. One, they're funny, but I think for the average person who watches that, again, our take on some of that, their take on it, was very different to some of my male friends who thought they were really funny. And I was like, oh, I didn't think that at all.
Yeah.
So, you want to have a different mix of people helping you just so you can hear, people who are inside the belt, if you will, inside the political bubble, who's more willing to maybe go stronger, and others who are like, doesn't love that.
Well, it's State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe. Senator Bledsoe, what else is going on? The floor is open for you. What have you been working on?
Quite a few things, actually. It's been getting ready for school. We've had several conferences that have kept a lot of legislators doing more district work, which has been great. I'll be in Frankfurt today for appropriations and revenue. We're going on two big things on the agenda, one of which is K-State, Kentucky State University, continuing to come talk a little bit about how they're tackling the beginning of school for them under the new ordinance. And then John Hicks, who's a budget director, if you will, for the state, he's going to be coming. As you know, we had well over $400 million as a new revenue, over budget revenue, about 325 of absolute new revenue million. So that's a wonderful thing for our state. It says that people are doing well, some of that in the tax space. So that's going to be a discussion today. And then there's going to be a surprise guest at the University of Kentucky. So I would tune in to see maybe a cabinet secretary from the federal government pop up in Lexington sometime today.
Wow. Big time news. So no spoilers on who it is, but you're telling us to tune in.
I would love to tell you, but I'm afraid I'll get in trouble. So I would just say tune in around 2 o'clock this afternoon, and there will definitely be a cabinet secretary in Lexington doing some visiting.
Good stuff. State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe. People have any questions for you, how can they get in touch with you?
Amanda.maysbledsoe at kylegislature.gov. And I'll give you just a quick set. If you've got a daughter who plays golf or you've ever wanted her to play golf, this weekend at the Legends tournament in Woodford County, I have been the MC at T-Box 1 the last 4 years, and it's called the Legends Golf Tournament. They bring world-renowned women. I used to have Jan Stevenson's golf club. I still have her golf club. She signed it for me last year. Wonderful women who are still playing golf, who were world record holders back in the day.
Wow.
Paired with young girls that are still playing college at UK, Eastern, some others at Center College. It's a wonderful mentoring thing. They're going to play at the Woodford Club this Saturday. It's a really affordable place to come watch girls mentor other girls. If you've got a young woman who's interested, tell her to come out this weekend.
So you're the MC of a hole? Does that mean like you announce who's golfing?
I am the tee announcer. Tee announcer, which I know is rather shocking, but I love it so much. And it is so fun to see the college girls, the amateur women paired with women like Annika Sorkin, and who I watched as a young girl play golf professionally. And they're paired up together, doing 18 holes, and they play a scramble. It's a fun thing to watch. They really enjoy each other, you can tell, playing on the Senior Legends Tour. But then getting that interaction is fascinating. The Woodford course is easy to get around, so you can get up close and watch them. And I announce their names and their awards, and it's super fun.
Good stuff. And that's coming up when?
This Saturday morning.
This Saturday morning. So you got to get your radio voice on then, right? You're the MC of hole
That's
number
right.
4. Now golfing. Yeah, you just did such and such. So that's pretty cool. Well, good
Now
stuff.
with the tee.
Yeah,
It's
you're
really
you
cool.
look.
It's a really cool thing.
You're on WHBN Tuesday mornings. You're on here on Wednesday mornings. So you've got you've got the radio thing, the radio voice down already. So you're gonna.
Well, let's just say I'm getting better.
You're gonna hit a hole in one on this thing, to use a golf pun, Senator Bledsoe.
There you go.
Yeah, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you again a week from today. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, so.
Yes, ma'am. Bye. That's our state senator, Amanda Mays Bledsoe, Wednesdays at 8:10 right here on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. 8:23, 71 degrees. This date in history is coming up next.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of John Funkhauser Johnson Pullman Insurance.
The right health insurance coverage is vital and can be very complicated, including Medicare and group insurance. This is John Funkhauser. I can make it easy for you to understand, having specialized in health insurance for over 30 years. At Johnson Pullman, we are an independent agency. We can shop all the different chamber plans and numerous Medicare companies for the right coverage and best savings. Give me, John Funkhauser, a call at 859-955-4924. I look forward to ensuring your future.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football's fall practice expects to see competition for the quarterback position. Head coach Will Stein said as much on Media Day. Notre Dame transfer Kenny Menchie, a junior, is leading the pack right now, but others are apparently not that far away from him. Menchie will get pushed by Callum Wither, Matt Ponatoski, Brennan Ward, and Jacque Long. UK opens the season at Kroger Field September 5th against Youngstown State, and we'll have all the action on your home for the Cats, Z105. In Major League Baseball yesterday, Cincinnati edged the Athletics 5-4. The Reds scored twice in the bottom of the 8th on wild pitches to get the win. Rookie Sal Stewart had his 86th RBI of the season. That's tops in baseball this year. Tariq Skubal made his Dodger debut last night, but got very little support. He allowed just 2 runs over 6 innings of work, but took the loss as the Cubs handed the Dodgers their 5th straight L, 5-1. The Yankees shut out the Cardinals 2-0. It was the Mets 6, Guardians 2, Braves 4, Marlins 2, Brewers 4, Pirates 2, Red Sox 14, White Sox 2, and the Rays 9, Rockies 7. Other winners were the Astros, Orioles, Padres, Phillies, Rangers, Royals, and the Tigers. The University of Kentucky will pay Michigan State $3.95 million to take care of the buyout for Jay Batt on his contract as Kentucky's CEO of Champions Blue and its new athletic director. UK and Champions Blue will pay Michigan State a lump sum of $2.5 million now and $1.45 million by July 31st of 2027. That replaces Mitch Barnhart, who retired back on June 30th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Got pain? Curamin is your safe, effective answer. Curamin from Terry Naturally doesn't just mask pain. It gets to the source and stops it. Get results or your money back. Got pain? Get Curamin.
On sale now, only at the Danville Nutrition Center. We are located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Curamin is for the use of occasional muscle pain due to exercise or overuse.
Are you on your feet all day or dealing with shoes that just don't provide the right support? Danville Bike and Footwear is your destination for trusted shoe brands Brooks, Asics, Ultra, and Saucony, plus Power Step and Spinco insoles. Your feet need the right support, stability, and shock absorption for all-day comfort. Let the shoe specialist at Danville Bike and Footwear help you find the right shoe for your lifestyle. Stop by Danville Bike and Footwear at 417 West Main Street in downtown Danville next to City Hall.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right, Little Riley Joe, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends. They are hanging out over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company, fixing water leaks, window, motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Partly sunny today with some rain showers and clouds moving in. High today of 88, low tonight 69. Tomorrow mostly sunny and 88. Friday mostly sunny and 87. It's 8:27 and a half in the morning, 71 degrees right here in Danville. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August, as we take a look at what's gone on this date in August the 5th in history that's made this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date in 2011, where the first solar-powered spacecraft to go to Jupiter was launched from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. Happened on this date in 2011.
2, 1, ignition and liftoff of the Atlas V with Juno on a trek to Jupiter, a planetary piece of the puzzle on the beginning of our solar system.
Well, isn't that just brilliant? It was on this date in 2013 where Alex Rodriguez was banned for 211 games for what became known as the Biogenesis Lab scandal. While he had insisted publicly that he was clean, he actually owned up to the DEA. Here's a clip of a press conference where Rodriguez talks about his 211-game ban. By the way, 162 games in a Major League Baseball season, so he was banned for about a full season and 50 games on top of that.
I just want to express to you guys and the fans of baseball that the last 7 months has been a nightmare. It's been, probably the worst time of my life, for sure.
And it was on this date, 2014, Barack Obama signed the Iron Dome bill, providing $225 million in additional funding for Israel's Iron Dome defense. Here's a clip of President Obama talking about supporting Israel and its Iron Dome.
Not only have we been supportive of Israel in its right to defend itself, but in very concrete terms, for example, in support for the Iron Dome program that has intercepted rockets that are firing down on Israeli cities.
Yeah, that's what's gone on this date, August the 5th, in history that's made this date a date to remember. Just Love Coffee and Cafe in Danville is open. Yes, they are. And they're on Montgomery Way in front of Hampton Inn and Holiday Inn Express. And they're open this month of August. And you got to check out this new chai latte they have made with a Kentucky proud company called O Chai, a small business based in Richmond, Kentucky. It's hot, it's cold, however you like it. You can have it hot, you can have it iced. Check it out at Just Love Coffee and Cafe this month, right here in Danville. It's 8:30. Here's news.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Some good marks for Kentucky schools. The Commonwealth ranked 5th out of 35 states for reading scores and 8th out of 38 for math scores from 2022 to 2025. Several school districts across the state were seen as on the rise, including Corbin Independent, Perry County, and Pike County schools. What do state officials think is behind this rise in scores?
There's also been an investment of time for the Kentucky Department of Education, time from our administrators, and most importantly, time from our teachers that have really invested in all the trainings that you've seen throughout the Commonwealth.
Kentucky Commissioner of Education Robbie Fletcher, with the audio obtained by WKYT, he adds improvements reflect returns on investments from state lawmakers. From Monday until the new year, the trial for former CEO and owner of Addiction Recovery Care has been delayed. Tim Robinson Jr. faces money laundering and wire fraud charges, which he pled not guilty to back in June. He's accused of applying for 2 tax credits before trying to sell them off, only to keep said credits and pocket the proceeds. The case will now begin February 1st, 2027. We've learned more about an inmate's death at the McCracken County Jail. Jailer Stephen Carter confirmed with WPSD yesterday. Brandon Bowman died on Sunday. He reportedly suffered an apparent medical episode and died at the local hospital. While McCracken County Coroner Amanda Melton did not share a concrete cause of death, she did confirm the death was medical related. Foul play is also not suspected. The investigation continues. And due to unexpected and unforeseen circumstances, Barry Manilow has postponed his concert at Rupp Arena. That announcement happened minutes before a show was set to begin yesterday. A new date has not been set, but all previously purchased tickets will be honored. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Women of color are far more likely to get uterine fibroids, causing pain and bleeding that can make life a daily struggle. Women often suffer in silence or hear that surgery is the only option. It's not. Medicare, Medicaid, and insurance companies now cover uterine fibroid embolization and other less invasive treatments. No major surgery and quicker recovery. Ask your doctor about your options. For more information, visit radiologyhealthequity.org.
Furnished by the American College of Radiology and the Radiology Health Equity Coalition.
Want a taste of the flavor that made Zaxby's famous? Try the Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Our signature chicken fingers on Texas toast, drizzled with tongue torch sauce and Cool Ranch. Served with hot, seasoned crinkle fries and a small beverage. The best chicken sandwich ever created? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely.
Visit Zaxby's in Danville on the bypass, Skywatch Drive. Order ahead at zaxbys.com and call for catering too.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County High School announced a new state-of-the-art video board is coming to the multi-purpose turf field. The video board will be 35 feet tall by 25 feet wide and will not only feature high-definition video, enhanced sound systems, advanced graphics, but will also allow students to get hands-on experience operating the system and working to get industry-recognized video board certifications, valuable career-ready skills in sports production, broadcasting, and media technology. And the football field isn't the only place get a new video board. Boyle County also announced that their gymnasium would also receive a new video scoreboard with a shot clock. The hope is that the video board of the football field will be ready by at least the end of this week, and the basketball video board will be operable in early 2027. While the news cycle of cyclosporiasis has begun to die down, the cases have not. The Kentucky Department of Public Health says they're investigating 620 reported cases of it in Kentucky. 274 of those have been confirmed in the last week alone. In this area, there have been 4 confirmed cases in Boyle County, 3 in Garrett County, 2 in Mercer, and 1 in Lincoln County. While cyclosporiasis cases typically do rise in the summer, the Kentucky Department of Public Health says the average is usually 35 cases per year. The Kentucky Department of Revenue says it will pause its operations. That pause will begin today and go through August the 14th. They say the pause is necessary due to the addition of system updates for several business tax types. The updates will not affect how Kentucky residents themselves file or pay individual income taxes. And the drawing for the 9th highest jackpot in Powerball history will take place tonight. After Monday's Powerball jackpot went unclaimed, tonight's drawing will reach an estimated $786 million. That's $341.6 million if you take the lump sum payment. The last time the Powerball jackpot was claimed happened on Christmas Eve of last year, when the winner won the second largest Powerball jackpot ever at $1.817 billion. I'm Joe Mathis.
Big deals.
Give your budget a break and discover unbeatable bargains at the Hometown Radio Big Deal Store, your local headquarters for savings that simply can't be matched. Indulge in a sweet treat from Sweets by Cindy with one of their famous cupcakes. $10 certificates are just half price at $5. Give your car the VIP treatment with the Triple Crown Wash at Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash at half price, just $10. Take in a play or two this summer at Pioneer Playhouse and save $5 off the admission price. No matter if you call Danville, Harrodsburg, Lancaster, or Stanford home, amazing savings are right at your fingertips. Explore our online deals at hometownlive.net. Why wait? Visit the Hometown Radio Big Deal Store now and let those discounts keep more money in your wallet. Support your favorite local spots and treat yourself.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
You better believe it. Brought to you by our friends over at Morning Point in Danville. They have the Lantern there with 2 levels of memory care for early and latter stages of Alzheimer's and dementia. Good information on Facebook at Morning Point of Danville. Partly sunny. A high today of 88, low tonight of 69. Tomorrow, sunny and 88's the high. Friday, mostly sunny and 87, rain showers Friday and into Saturday. It's 8:38 in the morning. It is 72 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August, and it's Pimmy time. Yes, it is Wedding Planning with Pim.
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. As mother of the bride, you may find yourself playing the role of reception planner and hostess. The party after the wedding should be fun time. Forget the candle that wouldn't light and the one missing centerpiece. Now's not the time to stress over not having enough napkins. Instead, mingle as much as possible and enjoy the party you worked so hard to plan. Very often, distant family members only get together at weddings and funerals, so spend as much time as you can visiting with guests, sitting down to talk. You can make this an opportunity to catch up on everyone's lives. Many brides, in looking back on their wedding day, say they wish they had had more time to speak with their friends and relatives. So give a gentle reminder that the time between the first 2 courses offers a great opportunity to work the room. Older guests tend to leave early, so the new Mr. and Mrs. will want to be sure to visit them early in the festivities. Get the best pictures. If the photographer seems to have taken all of the required shots, steer him towards some great photo ops developing before your eyes. Get a shot of the flower girl and ring bearer taking a turn around the dance floor. The grandparents holding hands by the ice sculpture. My love note for today: supply each guest table with a throwaway camera for those fun, candid shots. These are the moments the bride and groom miss.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where supplies start at just 25 cents?
Staples has the latest laptops with up to 40% savings.
I may hug the cashier.
So embarrassing.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples with up to 40% off select tech. Staples.
That was easy.
Visit Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
The Mercer Chamber of Commerce proudly presents another Pioneer Day celebration August 13th to the 15th at Old Fort Harrod State Park. It features baby shows, food trucks, food tasting contests, ghost walks, vendors, a car show, pizza and pie eating contest, karate demonstration, elite wrestling matches, and for the kids, free train rides, inflatables, petting zoo, games, and lots more. See you at Pioneer Days August 13th to the 15th at Old Fort Harrod State Park, a service of the Mercer County Chamber of Commerce.
Discover the power of radio. If you're a business owner and you want to reach new customers, you should consider radio. There are always new customers out there, whether it's from new families moving into the area, changing income levels, lifestyles, or buying habits. To reach that new business, first, they need to know you're there. Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Hey, it's 8:41 in the morning. Wednesday, August the 5th, 859-238-9447, 238 WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show. Let's see what's going on in the world of food. Grub Gab, where you can always and unequivocally just eat it right here on The Joe Show. Here we go. Arby's popular meat and 3 value box gets an entree refresh with the arrival of the new Buffalo Ranch Chicken Sandwich at participating locations. Arby's Buffalo Ranch Chicken Sandwich features a breaded, crispy fried chicken breast patty, shredded lettuce, then drizzle with spicy buffalo sauce and a creamy ranch on a toasted buttery brioche bun. Ooh, it sounds good. With a new addition, the Meat and 3 box now includes the following mix and match options and starts at $7.99. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Sandwich is now added, but also the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, the Ham and Suet Sandwich, 2-piece mozzarella sticks, small curly fries, peach cobbler roll, and small drink. It's worth noting the Buffalo Chicken Sandwich can be enjoyed on its own for $6.39 or in a combo meal with a choice of side and drink at $11.19. So you might as well save money and get it in the $7.99 value box. Following a new 4-year hiatus, Wendy's today announced the return of its fan favorite pretzel bacon pub lineup, including the Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger, the Pretzel Bacon Pub Chicken Sandwich, and Bacon Pub Fries at participating locations that began on Monday. Starting at a suggested price of $5.59 and available in single, double, and triple varieties, the Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger features a fresh, never frozen, quarter-pound beef patty topped with Munster cheese, applewood smoked bacon, warm beer cheese sauce, smoky honey mustard, crispy fried onions, and pickles in a soft pretzel bun. The Pretzel Bacon Pub Chicken Sandwich features a lightly breaded chicken breast, topped with Munster cheese, applewood smoked bacon, warm beer cheese sauce, smoky honey mustard, crispy fried onions, and the fries have shredded cheddar cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, and warm beer cheese sauce on them. Additionally, they also introduced a new apple crumble frosty fusion. It's got the iconic vanilla frosty ice cream with spiced apple syrup and crunchy oat crumbles. And Popeyes introduces a new value-focused offering with its $9.99 Tenders Meal. The Tenders Meal includes 4 of the brand's chicken tenders in classic, spicy, or blackened, plus your choice of a regular side, a biscuit dipping sauce, and a regular drink for $9.99. You can also upgrade to a large combo for an additional $2. Popeyes introduces the new $9.99 Tenders Meal. Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. And Arby's launches the Buffalo Chicken Ranch Sandwich as a part of the Meat and 3 value box. Grub Gab, or you can always just eat it. It's 8:45 in the morning, and we see what's going on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. It's coming your way next.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky football's fall practice expects to see competition for the quarterback position. Head coach Will Stein said as much on Media Day. Notre Dame transfer Kenny Menchie, a junior, is leading the pack right now, but others are apparently not that far away from him. Menchie will get pushed by Callum Wither, Matt Ponatoski, Brennan Ward, and Jacque Long. UK opens the season at Kroger Field September 5th against Youngstown State, and we'll have all the action on your home for the Cats, Z105. In Major League Baseball yesterday, Cincinnati edged the Athletics 5-4. The Reds scored twice in the bottom of the eighth on wild pitches to get the win. Rookie Sal Stewart had his 86th RBI of the season. That's tops in baseball this year. Tariq Skubal made his Dodger debut last night, but got very little support. He allowed just 2 runs over 6 innings of work, but took the loss as the Cubs handed the Dodgers their 5th straight L, 5-1. The Yankees shut out the Cardinals 2-0. It was the Mets 6, Guardians 2, Braves 4, Marlins 2, Brewers 4, Pirates 2, Red Sox 14, White Sox 2, and the Rays 9, Rockies 7. Other winners were the Astros, Orioles, Padres, Phillies, Rangers, Royals, and the Tigers. The University of Kentucky will pay Michigan State $3.95 million to take care of the buyout for Jay Batt on his contract as Kentucky's CEO of Champions Blue and its new athletic director. UK and Champions Blue will pay Michigan State a lump sum of $2.5 million now and $1.45 million by July 31st of 2027. Batt replaces Mitch Barnhart, who retired back on June 30th. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
The skies are calling. Introducing Flying Fox, taking flight only at Kentucky Kingdom. Strap in and soar on Kentucky's newest suspended coaster. Flying Fox climbs over 6 stories high, taking you higher, faster, bolder. Bring the whole family to enjoy it all, including the new Discovery Meadow. This summer on the all-new Flying Fox, only at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park.
Looking to trade or purchase a new automobile? Check out Ray & Auto Sales in Lexington on New Circle Road. Needing help with financing? Get pre-approved with Capital One. When you're there, it's all about quality cars, unbeatable deals, and a name you can trust. That's Ray & Auto Sales. That's RAYYAN Autosales.com.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by our friends over at the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? Of course you do. The owners and operators of Always got you covered. Full color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them. 859-238-7391. The Little Sign Shop. You get patchy fog today, and that's starting to break away a little bit. A high today of 88, a low tonight of 69, mostly sunny, and 88 is the high tomorrow on Thursday, and then on Friday, mostly sunny, but again, rain shower chances moving in here as well. Right now, it's 8:49 in the morning. We're looking at 71 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August. 859-238-9447 is the phone number to call in here this morning. 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show as we see what's gone on this date, August the 5th. in music history that's made this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history back in the year 1947, where musician, producer, and songwriter Rick Derringer was born. He was a part of this group that had a number one back in 1965. Hang on, Sloopy.
Hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on.
He was a member of the Edgar Winter Group as well.
Hang on, Sloopy. Sloopy, hang on.
Which kind of makes me laugh, because the Edgar Winter Group seems like the direct opposite of this type of music. He also worked with Steely Dan, Meatloaf, Air Supply, Bonnie Tyler, and Alice Cooper. Derringer died in Ormond Beach, Florida, May of last year at the age of 77. Rick Derringer, when I had a birthday today, would have been 79 years old.
I don't care what your daddy do. 'Cause you know, Sloopy girl, I'm in love with you. And so I say now, hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Hang on, Sloopy, Sloopy, hang on. Sloopy wears a red.
It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1969, where this artist brought his new Moog synthesizer into studio for the first time and played it on the first ever song. You can hear it right here. On Abbey Road, the song Because by the Beatles, George Harrison's new Moog synthesizer.
Because the world is round, it turns me on.
Moog overdubs were recorded under this song called Because on Abbey Road.
Because the world is round.
It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1978. This group went to number one on the U.S. singles charts, released as the first single 1 month in advance of the album that would come out, called Some Girls, the Rolling Stones. Miss You, the name of the song. The group's 8th U.S. number one was written by Mick Jagger after jamming with Billy Preston on the keyboard. During rehearsals for the forthcoming club dates the Stones were playing, an extended version called the Special Disco Version was also released as the band's first dance remix in a 12-inch single. On this date, 1978, the Stones went number one with Miss You. On this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 2024. Just 2 years ago, this artist died at the age of 86. He was a member of this group. Maurice Williams from the American doo-wop group called the Zodiacs died at the age of 86. Zodiacs had the 1960 U.S. number one single called Stay. It was just 1 minute and 36 seconds long, the shortest recording ever to reach number one on the U.S. Hot 100 charts. The song was also a hit for Jackson Browne, the Four Seasons, and the Hollies. The inclusion of Stay on the soundtrack to the film Dirty Dancing in 1987 led to the song selling more records than it had during its original release. Maurice Williams from the Zodiacs died on this date 2 years ago. It is 8:54 in the morning, Wednesday, August the 5th, and we're back after this here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. We'll talk about, coming up after this break, how quickly do you throw away your leftovers? You may be throwing them away too early, wasting good food. It's coming up next.
by IntelliBrands. Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Get an Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. Improve your flexibility and balance, strengthen and tone your legs.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
My circulation is moving. I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
It's so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. And for a limited time, get a free upgrade to our deluxe bundle with a faster motor, sport mat, and wireless remote.
Call 800-711-4973. That's 800-711-4973. 800-711-4973 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Bad decisions limit future options. Stop adversity from becoming stress. Listen to The Flatline with host Rick Hughes, Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR. Learn problem-solving devices built on God's Word. For inspiration, education, all without manipulation. The Flatline Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR and online at hometownlive.net.
The Mercer Chamber of Commerce proudly presents another Pioneer Day celebration August 13th to the 15th at Old Fort Harrod State Park. It features baby shows, food trucks, food tasting contests, ghost walks, vendors, a car show, pizza and pie eating contest, karate demonstration, elite wrestling matches, and for the kids, free train rides, inflatables, petting zoo, games, and lots more. See you at Pioneer Days August 13th to the 15th at Old Fort Harrod State Park, a service of the Mercer County Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, it's Scott Jennings, and I am proud to be on the radio in Danville, Kentucky. My daily show brings common sense to the Commonwealth. Whatever the news of the day, I'm going to sort it out and break it down with my straightforward analysis and commentary. We've got guests giving you the biggest insights into the day's news. So join us every weekday afternoon from 2 to 3 on WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9, or listen, hometownlive.net. It's the Scott Jennings Show on WHIR.
Furnished by IntelliBrands. Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Get an Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. Improve your flexibility and balance, strengthen and tone your legs.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
My circulation is moving. I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
It's so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. And for a limited time, get a free upgrade to our deluxe bundle with a faster motor, sport mat, and wireless remote.
Call 800-711-4973. That's 800-711-4973. 800-711-4973 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside this summer. Always look out to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net.
All right, ever cleaned out your fridge and tossed something the second you spotted a past date on the package? Apparently, you might be throwing away perfectly good food. According to food safety specialists, most labels that say best by, best before, and enjoy by are meant to tell you when a product will be at its best quality, not when it just suddenly becomes unsafe to eat. Researchers found more than 50 different date labels are used across the U.S., which helps explain why it's so confusing sometimes. Experts say that foods like canned goods, crackers, cookies, and cereal can often last well beyond the printed date if they're stored properly. It's gotten so bad in California that they just became the first state to standardize food labels, which require a best if used by for quality and used by for safety, so that you don't throw away good food. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. News is now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Abdul El Sayed is a projected winner of Michigan's Democratic Senate primary, according to NBC News. The progressive El Sayed defeated the establishment-supported Congresswoman Haley Stevens in Tuesday's contest. The race divided the Democratic Party, which is afraid an El Sayed victory would pull the party further to the left ahead of the midterms. El Sayed says worrying about political labels won't solve the problems of Michigan's residents.
We are not a purple state. We are a state in need of a movement to take our politics back.
Voters are casting ballots in eastern Washington despite the ongoing wildfires. Several forest fires are burning uncontrolled in Washington's 5th district, which includes Spokane. On Tuesday, voters there cast their ballots in the state's primary elections and chose to re-elect incumbent Republican Congressman Michael Baumgartner. An investigation is underway after a man was arrested for suspicious behavior outside a fundraiser for President Trump. Trump was in Southern California on Tuesday for a fundraiser at his golf club near Long Beach. That same day, the LAPD said they arrested a man who was seen photographing the club just days ahead of Trump's visit. More from Chris Pallone.
Authorities say they found concerning items when they searched his car and later his home, including an illegally modified AR platform rifle, body armor, high-capacity magazines, and notebooks containing concerning statements.
Todd Blanche's nomination for Attorney General has cleared a major hurdle in the Senate. The Senate Judiciary Committee voted along party lines Tuesday to advance Blanche's nomination. A previous holdout vote, Senator John Cornyn of Texas says the anti-weaponization fund is dead, and he expects the administration to live up to that in future litigation. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Genesis has the selection you want, the pricing you deserve.
That's Genesis Diamond's Vice President Eddie Admoni talking about all Genesis has to offer.
The best diamond prices every day, a bigger selection, up to 20 times what you find at other stores. Exclusive designers you won't find anywhere else. No commission salespeople.
Bottom line, at Genesis they make buying that engagement ring easy, fun, and affordable.
Shop around, and I know you'll always end up at Genesis.
What people love about Genesis, the honesty, the education, the guidance, the transparency.
We don't play pricing games. Our prices beat our competitors every day.
So whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind engagement ring, a distinctive wedding band, a pair of exquisite earrings, a designer necklace, even a luxury pre-owned Rolex, Genesis has what you want at the best price, period.
Genesis 100% guarantees the best value, the most for your money.
Genesis Diamonds.
I'm Eddie Admoni. My accent is always on value.
In Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Genesis Diamond, the official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals.
A federal judge has set a March 2027 trial date in the antitrust lawsuit challenging Paramount's proposed merger with Warner Brothers Discovery. More from Mark Mayfield.
The date is later than Paramount requested and could prove costly. If the deal doesn't close by October the 1st, the company has to pay $7 million per day to shareholders at Warner Brothers Discovery. A coalition of 12 state attorneys general believes that the $111 billion merger would reduce competition. The Writers Guild of America has filed a separate lawsuit raising concern about the impact on writers. Paramount maintains that the merger would strengthen its ability to compete with major streaming companies and ultimately benefit consumers. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Chipotle Mexican Grill is voluntarily removing jalapenos from its restaurants nationwide. This comes after a Minnesota salmonella outbreak linked to the pepper sickened over 100 people. In a statement released Tuesday, the fast food chain confirmed it was cooperating with the public health investigation and had identified jalapenos from one common lot as a potential source of contamination. Investigators believe the spread of the foodborne illness is impacted other Mexican-style quick-service restaurants and possibly other states as well. The controversial Medical Aid in Dying Act goes into effect today in New York State. More from Scott Pringle.
The new law allows New Yorkers with terminal illnesses with under 6 months to live to request medication to end their lives. A team of doctors must sign off on a recorded oral request by the patient, who also must undergo a mental health evaluation. Advocates to the new law say this is about compassion and ending suffering, while opponents say it's immoral. In New York, I'm Scott Pringle.
New York joins 12 states and the District of Columbia, who offers similar measures. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
A lot of the big Democratic donors that don't like the radicals, they're now beginning to walk with their feet. You know, Democrats like to talk about welcoming Democratic socialists in their big tent, et cetera, et cetera. But top DNC officials are working to stack the deck against potential DSA candidates in the presidential primaries. The Democratic National Committee has set up a challenge for the DSA, scheduling their early 2028 primaries in states like South Carolina and Virginia and New Mexico. Well, why are they bypassing Iowa and screwing Iowa over in the Iowa caucus? Why are they bypassing the live free or die state of New Hampshire?
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
Good news, you don't have to overpay for big wireless. Nope, not when Pure Talk comes in with the exact same cell towers, the exact same 5G network, the same exact service for a fraction of the cost. And by the way, now for the first time ever, Pure Talk, they are offering any plan at just $15 a month for your first 3 months. Average family saves over $1,000 a year. Whatever plan you choose, including their unlimited data plans, even their top-tier $65 plan, $15 a month for your first 3 months. Huge saving, up to $150. But make the switch now. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. Enjoy your first 3 months of text, data, talk, $15 a month. You simply dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, make the switch, pound 250, keyword save now from my wireless company, a veteran-owned company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
At Sutton Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. You're a neighbor. Our friendly team helps you stay healthy with quick refills, expert advice, and flu shots. Enjoy free local delivery and a convenient app to make managing your refills easy. Sutton Pharmacy, dedicated to the Lancaster community. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on West Maple Avenue.
Hello, this is James David Sperlin. The Sperlin family is proud to be the owner of Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home in Danville. Our pledge to you is to offer the same compassionate, caring service that Preston Pruitt established in 1880.
The Sperlin family has many years' experience taking care of families like yours with the finest and most affordable services available. They're located on South 4th Street in Danville. Call 859-236-4343, 236-4343.
Preston Pruitt Sperlin Funeral Home. Our family serving your family.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Boyle County High School announced a new state-of-the-art video board is coming to the multi-purpose turf field. The video board will be 35 feet tall by 25 feet wide and will not only feature high-definition video, enhanced sound systems, advanced graphics, but will also allow students to get hands-on experience operating the system and working to get industry-recognized video board certifications, valuable career-ready skills in sports production, broadcasting, and media technology. And the football field isn't the only place get a new video board. Boyle County also announced that their gymnasium would also receive a new video scoreboard with a shot clock. The hope is that the video board of the football field will be ready by at least the end of this week, and the basketball video board will be operable in early 2027. While the news cycle of cyclosporiasis has begun to die down, the cases have not. The Kentucky Department of Public Health says they're investigating 620 reported cases of it in Kentucky. 274 of those have been confirmed in the last week alone. In this area, there have been 4 confirmed cases in Boyle County, 3 in Garrett County, 2 in Mercer, and 1 in Lincoln County. While cyclosporiasis cases typically do rise in the summer, the Kentucky Department of Public Health says the average is usually 35 cases per year. The Kentucky Department of Revenue says it will pause its operations. That pause will begin today and go through August the 14th. They say the pause is necessary due to the addition of system updates for several business tax types. The updates will not affect how Kentucky residents themselves file or pay individual income taxes. And the drawing for the 9th highest jackpot in Powerball history will take place tonight. After Monday's Powerball jackpot went unclaimed, tonight's drawing will reach an estimated $786 million. That's $341.6 million if you take the lump sum payment. The last time the Powerball jackpot was claimed happened on Christmas Eve of last year, when the winner won the second largest Powerball jackpot ever at $1.817 billion. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right, Riley Joe, appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Calling Mark or Chris for a free quote. 859-236-6686. Mostly sunny, a high today of 88, low tonight of 69. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 88's the high. On Friday, mostly sunny and 87. It's 9:11 in the morning right now. It's 75 degrees. Wednesday, the 5th day of the month of August, 080526. On your calendar, and I'm happy you're on the show this morning. 859-238-9447. That's 238-WHIR. We'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show. 100 tanks of the worst rotten fish you have ever smelled was finally removed from a Canadian town after 20 years. 110 fish tanks. They all smelled like rotten fish. They finally got rid of them. They were there for 20 years. I don't know why it took them so long. I'm sure some weird law or something like that, but they finally got it done.
Do you have a bunch of rotten fish in your town and want to get rid of the aforementioned rotten fish? Then call 1-800-GOT-ROTTEN-FISH and we'll come pick up that rotten fish and haul away that rotten fish.
How much rotten fish can you handle?
More rotten fish than you think. There's a town in Canada that had like 110 tanks of rotten fish and we hauled away that rotten fish.
Nice. What do you do with the rotten fish?
We brought that rotten fish 2 towns over. Now the rotten fish is that town's problem.
That's totally inappropriate.
What you gonna do about it, huh? You gonna rat me out? I'll deny it. Nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody believes the lady with the rotten fish. You can't even get your own house in order. Who's gonna believe your accusations? No court in the world would convict me. You hear me?
Yikes.
1-800-GOT-ROTTEN-FISH. Call now.
Let's see what's breaking and trending this morning. Right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. The Justice Department is dropping charges against 3 more people accused of vandalizing the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pole. This comes days after dismissing a similar case against Olympic canoeist David Hearn. A filing by the U.S. Attorney by the District of Columbia, Janine Pirro, now says the damage was caused by contractors during the pool's renovation, reversing earlier claims that the defendants were responsible. The decision has sparked criticism from President Trump, who insisted the damage was the result of vandalism and questioned why the cases were dropped. Defense attorneys say their clients suffered significant personal and professional consequences. While the DOJ has not commented further on the dismissals, the president awarded the no-bid contract on the renovation company. Pets can now be made official members of your family in Boston. Mayor Michelle Wu has announced that couples who bring their pet to a City Hall wedding ceremony can also request a pet certificate that officially welcomes the animal into their union. Wu says this certificate is dedicated to the shared commitment, love, nurture, and proper cuddles our pets bring to our lives. A video on social media that came with the announcement shows Boston Registrar Paul Chung officiating the wedding of a couple before presenting them and their golden retriever, Bono, with the city's first pet certificate. As kids are headed back to school, tackling their anxiety is a top priority. There are several reasons why a child gets anxious, according to the experts that Pop Sugar asked. Separation anxiety or traumatic anxiety, fear of failure, conflict anxiety, general social anxiety, and fears and phobias like anxiety over toileting in public speaking, or certain activities. Here's how I recommend you can help your children understand the source of it. Regularly attend school. Even if they're feeling anxious, send your kid to school. Don't accidentally reinforce. If your child's not able to attend school, ensure the home is comfortable. Have a few dry runs as well. Set small goals. Offer a small reward. And develop an anxiety toolbox, a physical box where they put things that help them with anxiety. North Carolina's Republican-led House passed a bill yesterday that would make it easier for residents to challenge other people's votes after an election. The bill would let County residents challenge early voters' ballots up to 3 business days after an election, and county boards could throw out those votes with a simple majority. Before, challenges had to be filed by Election Day, and boards had to agree unanimously to toss a ballot. Critics warn this change could cause chaos and lead to mass challenges, pointing to Georgia, where similar rules led to tens of thousands of voter challenges. The bill now heads to the governor, whose veto would be meaningless as the GOP has a supermajority in the state legislature. A sad news from Florida. A 3-year-old girl has died after getting her head stuck in a toy kitchen playset. The incident happened last month in Boynton Beach while the girl and her sibling were being watched by a babysitter. Police say the caregiver was upstairs but checking on the child periodically. When he came down for a check, he found the girl stuck and not breathing. Her sibling told police the girl got caught while trying to grab toys that had fallen into the playset. The caregiver tried to help until first responders arrived, but the girl died days later. No charges have been filed. The investigation is ongoing. Julian Badone, the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate in South Dakota, ended his campaign yesterday, clearing the way for the independent Brian Bings to take on Republican Senator Mitch Rounds this fall. Badone is a nonprofit leader and former state trooper, cited personal hardships, including a devastating house fire, but also alleges he faced intimidation and threats to drop out. He is the 3rd Democratic in a deep red state to exit a Senate race, so a better-funded independent can have a stronger shot at beating a Republican. Just days ago, though, at a South Dakota Democratic party, he announced a big endorsement for his party.
I am also proud to announce that today, our campaign was endorsed proudly by President Biden.
And remember, those two things are connected. President Biden endorsed you, and then days later you drop out of the race. That's what's breaking and trending this morning, right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports and HometownLive.net, 9:16 in the morning. Gary Fogle, what you got for us, brother? Gary F., Kentucky Sports Memories is now.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And how E.A. Diddle ended up as the basketball coach at Western Kentucky University is quite the story. And today, you'll hear it.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
Back in the spring of 1922, a very young E.A. Diddle was the head boys basketball coach at Greenville High School in Muhlenberg County, Western Kentucky. His team qualified for the regional tournament that year, but because of heavy rains, they couldn't get to Owensboro to play it. And because of that, it led to him becoming the head coach at Western Kentucky University. Paul Just is a former longtime sports information director at Western Kentucky, and he has the details.
There were floods. The rivers were flooded that spring at tournament time. Well, he had a very good Greenville team that qualified for the regional, and they couldn't get to Owensboro because the Green River was swollen. The KHSAA, I guess, or whatever preceded it, said, go to the regional in Bowling Green. We'll make room for you there. So he brought his Greenville team over here, and they played in the regional here. They got beat in the first game. Meanwhile, the best team in the region apparently at that time was in Adairville over in Logan County. And their coach came down sick, and their people came to him and said, would you coach our team in the tournament? And he agreed to do that.
Meanwhile, the athletic director for Western Kentucky University was in the stands. They needed a new men's basketball coach, so he went to the university president and recommended Diddle.
He said, this young man has brought Greenville over here, and he's helping out with the Adairville people. He's the kind of guy we want for a coach. So they brought him in, and he turned them down because he had to take a cut and pay. From Greenville was paying him more than Western was going to pay. And they wrote him a couple of letters. I've seen the letters that Dr. Cherry wrote him and told him that we're going to have athletics here, and it's going to be good. and he wouldn't be a mistake if he turned it down, and he wished he would rethink it.
He did rethink it. He came. He stayed for 42 years. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays right here on the Joe Show at this time. It's 9:19 in the morning. 75 degrees. August the 5th. We're back after this.
Furnished by IntelliBrands. Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Get an Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. Improve your flexibility and balance. Strengthen and tone your legs.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
My circulation is moving. I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
It's so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. And for a limited time, get a free upgrade to our deluxe bundle with a faster motor, sport mat, and wireless remote.
Call 800-711-4973. That's 800-711-4973. 800-711-4973 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
In the last 2 weeks, nearly 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced anxiety, and more than 1 in 5 U.S. adults experienced depression. Children, adolescents, teens, and adults alike are all looking for a refuge from fear, worries, and sadness. That's where the Nurture Nest can step in, with locations in Danville, Harrodsburg, and Somerset, as well as telehealth options from the comfort of your home. They want you to see how fun and healing therapy can be. The Nurture Nest, where healing takes flight.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's a no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
All right, okay, here we go. 9:22 in the morning, Wednesday, August the 5th. I'm seeing pictures of pickleballers, and saw a buddy 2 days ago, Monday. He was riding his bike over to Bunny Davis. He was going to play in doing some pickleball thing that night. And me and Rebecca have been starting to play tennis a lot more. Now, Rebecca's good at tennis. She was like the #1 player for a couple of years at Hancock County High School. I am only moderately okay at tennis because I used to play a lot of ping pong. But, like, obviously there's a difference, right? So when I play tennis with Rebecca, I bring her quality of play down, right? Because she can hit it hard over the net, and I'm just, like, up in the air spinning the ball across the net. Now, it at least gives Rebecca someone to play with because she was always wanting to find someone to play tennis with, and now I'm that person. But, like, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I am an okay basketball player. I'm not great. I'm probably not even good, but I'm okay. I remember when I was in college, I went and played with some guys at the Preston Center on Western Kentucky University's campus. And I walked in, and I knew one of the guys that was just playing there. He's like, hey, Joe can play. So I went up, we made it even. It's 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. And they were so bad that it made me also look bad. Now, I'm using that as an example for tennis. I am, at least compared to Rebecca, I am so bad that I make her look bad because I just she's hitting them hard, and I'm like spinning them over the net. So anyway, long story short, now actually it's a short story long. I made this short story real long, which is actually honestly something that radio people should probably be able to do. Make short stories long, and I've managed to do that here. So I see my buddy, and he's riding his bike to Bunny Davis. He's like at the roundabout where Boyle County School, a roundabout in between where the old fairgrounds and the football field is. And so I'm talking to him, and he's like, hey, you need to come learn how to play pickleball. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I've been playing tennis, and I'm okay at it. I'm not great. I'm not good. Maybe I'm not even okay. And he's like, yeah, you need to come learn to play pickleball. So I see this picture on Facebook, and there's like 20 guys playing pickleball. They apparently have a league. I know John Drake's really involved in pickleball. So, John, if you're listening this morning, we've got an invite to come learn how to play pickleball. It seems like it'd be a sport I would like a smaller type tennis court. So I think I could get it done, but I need to learn how to play. So maybe we can get that done here over the next couple of weeks, month or so. And I could start playing pickleball more consistently. 859-238-9447. If you're going on a 2-week vacation, how many shirts would you bring with you? What if you had access to a washer and dryer? Would it be more or less than 15? It'd be less for me. I don't even know if I have 15 shirts that I wear anyway. But if I have a washer and dryer, I'll bring like a week's worth, and then you can just do loads of laundry. What if you could get away with just the shirt on your back? A clothing company called Herculean recently announced a shirt that can supposedly remain odor-free for more than a month while you wear it every day. And they say that's true even in the hot summer months. Now, how does this happen? This doesn't seem possible. It's because to keep it odorless, they use several special ingredients: copper, silver, zinc, gold, volcanic ash, and 2 secret ingredients they didn't reveal. How in the world did they know all of those things would make a shirt odorless? I imagine some old lady mixing all this stuff together in a cauldron over a fire and smoke coming out, and she's cackling mercilessly. Like, look at all these ingredients we've mixed together for the first odorless shirt. And she's spinning it with her big ladle. All of them are woven into the fabric rather than simply applied on the surface. So they're weaving this witch's concoction into this fabric. They say the shirt also lasts longer, so it doesn't like rip or tear or get worn and torn as longer either, because they're not being washed and dried over and over again, right? You can wear them without having to worry about the smell and washing and drying them over and over. Now, they aren't cheap. The latest Herc Shirt V 5.0, they're labeling this now like a car engine, starts at $79. Although that's an early promotional price, the list price is $149. There's another cheaper version for $39 that stays fresh across 3 days of heavy use, and one for $69 that stays fresh for 14 days of heavy use. The shirt's available in early November in 3 colors. There's navy blue, burgundy, and dark green. The shirts will be available in early November in those 3 colors. If you want to try it out, you can pre-order one on Kickstarter. As of last night, there were already 1,700 people who had backed this, pledging over $274,000. The world's first T-shirt that stays and smells okay for a month without washing. It's from a company called Herculean. And you can try Hercleon, so not like Herculean, like you would say, Herculean. That new shirt, you can try it out and get on the Kickstarter, pre-order one. Again, $149 for the one that stays fresh for over a month. Coming up on 9:30 News, Ashley with Pioneer Day is going to be on here. Coming up next after 9:30 Bottom Hour News, talking about Harrisburg Big Pioneer Days Festival, which is next week. August 13th through 15th.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on WHIR.
All right, Just Love Coffee and Cafe right here in Danville is open. Call in all chai lovers. They've made a switch to a new chai, and they can't wait for you to try the chai. It's smooth, perfectly spiced, and made by a Kentucky proud company called Oh Chai, a small business based right in Richmond, Kentucky. Whether you like it hot or iced, they've got you covered at Just Love Coffee and Cafe. Classic chai. You can turn up the heat with a spicy chai as well. It is the new chai, iced or hot, at Just Love Coffee and Cafe right here in Danville.
This is the Kentucky News Network. An independent audit is revealing extensive financial mismanagement in Fayette County Public Schools. Weaver and Tidwell auditors delivered 70 recommendations to address a crisis driven by unmonitored overspending and a planned $9 million deficit. Auditors revealed a lack of oversight allowed one district officer to record multiple unapproved entries. An animal rescue effort in southern Kentucky has recovered almost 250 abandoned pets from a heavy hoarding property. Guardians of Rescue Representative Kelly Basham disclosed the owner surrendered the animals voluntarily after volunteers found 244 dogs living in deplorable cages. The rescued pets are now being distributed to regional advocacy groups across multiple states for rehabilitation. Developments in a Trimble County deadly high-speed collision. 29-year-old Mary Natasha May was arraigned in court on reckless homicide charges concerning a fatal June collision on Milton Hill. Arrest reports reveal May was driving 60 miles an hour in a 35 zone with 3 young children in the vehicle, causing a head-on collision that killed 39-year-old David Logan. An active rabies exposure warning is driving public health precautions in Knott County. Local health director Scott Lockard confirmed a dead bat retrieved on July 29th tested positive for the virus, exposing 2 individuals who are now recovering, undergoing proactive vaccine procedures. Lockard is warning neighbors to keep pet vaccinations current and avoid erratic wildlife. And real-time climate surveillance is expanding along the Red River Valley. Powell County leaders cut the ribbon on a new high-tech weather station outside Stanton to feed data to the National Weather Service. County Judge Executive Eddie Barnes declared the station represents a critical lifeline for a subdivision of the state prone to severe storms and devastating flash flooding. I'm Travis Laird. This is the Kentucky News Network.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I'm pediatric allergist Dr. Carla Davis. If your child has asthma, let's take a breath together and talk. Does your child need to use a quick relief inhaler more than twice a week to treat asthma? Has your child repeatedly awakened at night due to asthma? If you said yes to either of these questions, it's time to talk to an allergy and asthma specialist like me to help you control your child's asthma. If you feel your child's asthma is not under control, go to controlyourasthma.org.
Sponsored by the Allergy and Asthma Network.
Hey Boyle Countyans, it's time we talk about Boyle County's scenic beauty. So, for the love of our gorgeous county, don't let trash out of your car. Instead, give it the VIP treatment by letting it enjoy the car ride until you can dispose of it in style when you roll up to one of the Boyle County convenience centers and watch as those plastic water bottles, soda bottles, and energy drink bottles get a new lease of life through recycling.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
The skies are calling. Introducing Flying Fox, taking flight only at Kentucky Kingdom. Strap in and soar on Kentucky's newest suspended coaster. Flying Fox climbs over 6 stories high, taking you higher, faster, bolder. Bring the whole family to enjoy it all, including the new Discovery Meadow. This summer on the all-new Flying Fox, only at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. You had the Danville Lee's famous recipe for the Wednesday special. You get 3 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, hand-breaded tenders, or fish and chicken combo, served with your choice of 2 sides and a warm, hot, home-style buttermilk biscuit, a delicious midweek tradition. 2-piece strip meals are just $4.99. 8-piece boxes are $12, or get a 4-piece wing deal for $4.99. Skip cooking tonight and head to Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th. Lee's famous recipe, real home-style flavor, made fresh every day.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if Auto Owners makes sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you, little Riley Joe. Brought to you by our friends over at Southern Heating and Cooling. Keeping your home comfortable is their priority. They're veteran-owned, they're family-operated, they're locally trusted. Go online. SouthernHeatingCooling.com, 859-324-2770. Mostly sunny on this Wednesday. High of 88, low tonight of 69. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 88's the high. Friday, mostly sunny, 87. Saturday, partly sunny, 85. And Sunday, mostly sunny and 88. Sounds good, and it is good. A little warm, but it is good. But there are daily rain shower chances over the next 4 days and through the weekend as well. Right now, it's 9:35 in the morning, 75 degrees. And Ashley joins us from the Pioneer Days Festival at the old Fort Harrod State Park in Harrodsburg. Good morning, Ashley. How are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Thanks for being on here this morning. We're excited. This is always one of the biggest weeks. 3 days in Harrodsburg of the year, August 13th, 14th, and 15th of next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But really, one of the big events starts this Saturday, August the 8th, with the Pioneer Days pageant. Ashley, let's start off there this Saturday. What's going on?
So this Saturday is our pageant. So this is the second year for the Pioneer Days pageant after being brought back. It is going to be at Logan Vineyards Winery. Anyone is welcome to come watch. It is a $5 per person entry fee per session. So session 1 starts at 10 o'clock, and that's going to be for your children up to age 9. And session 2 starts at 1:30, and that's going to be any girl or woman age 10 and up. We do have over 40 participants this year, so we are excited to have another wonderful pageant.
Nice. Now, can people still sign up for that?
They cannot. So
Okay,
registration does close a week before.
Okay.
So it closed on Friday, but if they missed out this year, we'll have it again next year.
Yeah, and that again is going on this Saturday, August the 8th. Session 1 at 9 in the morning. Session 2 at 1:30 in the afternoon at Logan Vineyards Winery. Next week, all the action. Ashley starts Thursday, August the 13th, and you all have got a great family night that day. It's the second day of school, right? So kids are already like, wow, we're back in school. We got to do this. So you're like, take your mind off school for 2 days. Saturday wouldn't be in school anyway, but start next Thursday with a princess meet and greet story time at 5 o'clock.
Yes, we are excited for that. So we'll have princesses will be around from 5 p.m. until 6:30. So they get to come and kind of meet and greet with those princesses. They'll have story time, and I'm hoping they have some sing-alongs as well. 6:30 we'll start our check-in for our baby contest. But something different this year, and I want to make sure everyone knows that the baby contest is pre-registration. So usually we allow people to register the day of, but this year we're changing that up to make it go smoother that day.
Okay.
So you have to pre-register, and you can find the link on Facebook, Pioneer Days of Mercer County. So if you go there, there is a link, or you can email me, ashley@mercerchamber.com, and I will send over the registration. But you do have to be a Mercer County resident for the baby contest.
Okay, got to be a Mercer County baby.
Yes.
I love it.
Yep, there's so many babies, so we want to make sure that they get the chance to
Yeah.
be up there, and we're not oversaturated with babies all over
Yeah.
the state, since it is a free baby contest.
What about the inflatables and yard games and all that going on as well next week?
So So we will have inflatables on all 3 days. The inflatables do have a price. They are one of the only things that have a price. You just pay $5 for a wristband, and you can hop as long as you want throughout the day. It starts at 5 o'clock on Thursday and 5 o'clock on Friday, but Saturday it starts at 8 a.m. I think the inflatables start about 10 a.m.
Nice.
So the yard games are just kind of everywhere. We've got some different volunteers bringing in some yard games. So the yard games are free, and then, of course, the giant mural that everyone loves to draw on is set up all 3 days as well.
You got a lot going on Friday, August the 14th, too, which, Thursday is kind of like a pre-festival type thing. The festival technically, I guess, opens Friday at 5 o'clock, and you've got a schedule full of events and activities on Friday, August the 14th. Live music, you got jam and jelly taste-offs, you've got a pickled contest, and you've got the Titans sports teams. They're going to be there as well for Meet the Titans. What a great lineup on Friday, Ashley.
Yes, I am so excited. And that Jam and Jelly Taste-Off, as well as the Pickled Contest, is open to anyone throughout the state. So anyone can enter. They just have to come and drop off their jams and jellies or pickles before 5:30, since judging starts at 6. We will judge at a separate location just because we are dealing with food, so we cannot be at the fort. They will judge the jams, jellies, and pickles, and then we will announce those winners between 7 and 7:30 on the stage before Meet the Titans kicks off.
Okay.
Meet the Titans has been at 8 o'clock every year. There is a change this year. We want to make sure everyone knows that it actually starts at 7:30 this year. We wanted to make sure that they have plenty of time to introduce all of the sports teams for the fall. So that will start at 7:30 and go until 9, where we'll have Trailer Trash in the night for our live music.
Hey, I've been told, Ashley, that there's a Dunkin' booth there. And I've been told Friday night that Radio Rick is going to be the donkey. He's going to be the one in the booth. So, like, anyone who wants to just shame Radio Rick, come out. He'll be the one in the dunking booth. Tell us how that works, and is that going to be like every hour somebody different, or what's going on with the dunking booth?
There will be. So we will have the dunking booths will be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Radio Rick will be in the dunking booth Friday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. The balls, I believe they are $2 a piece and 3 for $5.
Okay.
All of the money goes back into Pioneer Days for next year, so we're hoping to have a wonderful turnout for the fundraiser. We have someone new in there on the hour every hour, and something I know, unfortunately, it's a little bad right now in the Mercer County area. We've got that, it's a bad topic, but the data center. So we are actually going to have a Mr. Data Center in the dunking booth at 5 o'clock on Saturday. So everyone can come dunk him, because I know everyone's angry. So just get your anger out by dunking the dunking booth and helping fund Pioneer Days for next year, because everything that we raise for the dunking booth will go into Pioneer Days for next year.
Yeah, big-time fundraising event, and get out there and make sure you get involved in that. Again, 8 to 9 Friday, Radio Rick is going to be the one in the dunking booth. All day long Saturday, Ashley, it is crazy. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning with a Pioneer Days Lions Club Run for Sight 5K, and it goes through 9 o'clock in the evening. I mean, longer than that, but 9 o'clock in the evening when Hillbilly Frank, a ZZ Top cover band, that's awesome, takes the stage. Man, Saturday is just chock full of it, Ashley. Every single, basically 30 minutes or hour, there's something going on.
There is. And the fun part about Saturday, as if everyone's seen the rack cards that says all events are subject to change, we are still adding things to that lineup. So if they follow us on social media, Pioneer Days of Mercer County, we do have more things coming. So there should be, we're working right now to add to the schedule a fitness class. So if whoever likes to get up in the morning and come out at 8:30, 9 o'clock, I will be posting about that here in the next few days.
Okay, good stuff. We'll be there live, I know, on Saturday, doing a live I'll be there Saturday, actually, I believe, from 12 until 2, doing live broadcast. That's Saturday, August 15th, but you've got so many eating contests on Saturday. Papa John's Pizza eating contest, a pie eating contest back-to-back. And if I remember right, the person last year that won the pizza eating contest, I think, came in second in the pie eating contest, or maybe it was vice versa. So you got some true people that are coming in. I don't know if they fasted for the whole week or what. But they're like, I don't have to eat for a week after this because I'm going to eat an entire pizza and an entire pie in a 1 hour increment period.
The fun part was that, it was the pizza eating contest first place, and he won pie eating contest second place. And he was actually a teenager. So 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, they can compete as well as long as they have their parents' approval and their parents have to sign the waiver. But anyone 16 and up can compete in those. And it's a lot of fun. I did the pie eating contest in 2023, 16 days postpartum, and I won first place. So
nice.
You never know who might win.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. So you got the blue ribbon. You can hang that up and put that on display then.
Oh, yes.
Hey, what about 7 o'clock? I guess it starts at 6 o'clock with a meet and greet, but 7 o'clock is the Elite Wrestling Alliance coming to Pioneer Days.
Yes, we are excited to have them again. So Elite Wrestling Alliance is actually out of Danville. So they're our local wrestling alliance here in the area, and they will be there. Of course, we try to make everything free, so it is a free wrestling show. I think we had over 500 people around that ring last year, if not more, watching that wrestling. So we are excited to see all the people. I'm not a big wrestling person, so I'm down listening to the music because we have live music at that same time as well. And we also have the vendors. You can't not shop, but you get to listen to music while you shop, and then you can even see the wrestling from the top of the vendor area because wherever you are at Old Fort Herod, you can see almost everything.
It's next week, Thursday, August the 13th, Friday, August the 14th, Saturday, August the 15th, and it's Pioneer Days in Harrodsburg, the Old Fort Herod State Park. For information, go to pioneerdaysky.com, and you got as well a Facebook page too, I believe, correct?
We do, and we post almost everything on Facebook. We try to keep that website up to date, but we don't have all of the food eating contests on there. So make sure to check out Facebook, the event page, as well as the actual event on Facebook. Make sure you click going, and you will be updated with notifications every time we make a post.
Yeah, we've only covered some of the events going on. I mean, there's so many. We could spend another 30 minutes talking about each one of them. So make sure you do check it out. PioneerDaysKY.com is the website, 13th, 14th, and 15th of August next week. We talked about Hillbilly Frank, the ZZ Top cover band coming. So let's end with a little ZZ Top. Ashley, appreciate you being on, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
Thank you.
Talk to you. Bye. That's Ashley from Pioneer Days next week in Harrodsburg.
Is your car in need of a shine? Keep it sparkling all month long with Safari Falls Car Wash. Visit our new location in Danville off the 127 bypass on Skywatch Drive. $22 per month. That's less than $1 a day from 7:30 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. Monday through Sundays, packages start at just $22 per month. That's less than $1 a day. For $22 a month, you will enjoy unlimited washing and keep your car looking brand new all month long.
Whether you have one car or a whole fleet, we've got a plan for you.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
Did you know there's money available to help you pay for trade school or college? Yep, and all you need to do is fill out the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. Completing the FAFSA costs you nothing but time, and it can pay off big. And there are experts across Kentucky who can help. For more info, visit gearupky.org/money. That's gearupky.org/money. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Got to feel bad? The Ready Care Clinic is awaiting you. They can treat illnesses with local providers whom you will come to love. Now servicing Danville, located near Save-A-Lot, Lexington Road. The Ready Care Clinic.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on WHIR.
$9:50 in the morning, Wednesday, August the 5th. It is 75 degrees in Danville. 859-238-9447. 238-WHIR. August the 18th, mark it down. That is a Tuesday. That is 2 weeks from yesterday. It is Icy's first ever National Icy Day. You know, like the frozen drinks, Icy. Free small ices available at more than 1,800 participating locations nationwide. Here are some of the ones that are going to be giving away free ices on National Icy Day. Walmart Fuel and Crystal will offer them no purchase required, while AMC Theaters and Regal Cinemas will require admission or a valid ticket, but you do that, you get a free icy. Fans can also post their free icy on social media using hashtag NID2026 and tagging the Icy Company. NID being National Icy Day, NID 2026. Chance to win prizes that way, including an at-home icy machine for yourself at home. The new celebration is planned to return every August as a final frozen treat before back-to-school season. August the 18th, National Icy Day. For the first time ever, the Icy Company has announced they'll have a National Icy Day. Speaking of icy cold drinks, it's supposed to be a hot August for most of this country, which means it's time to turn up the AC and grab a bunch of blankets. What? Yeah, a new study looked into America's preferred sleep temperature. And overall, the ideal temperature at sleep time, 67 degrees Fahrenheit. They also broke it down by state. The places that like it the coldest are primarily northern states. They've just grown accustomed to it, I guess. Massachusetts, they say they like to sleep in 63-degree weather, which to me is ridiculous. Rhode Island likes it next coolest, followed by Oregon, Connecticut, Vermont, Washington, Maine, West Virginia, New Hampshire, and Arkansas. All those states prefer 65 degrees or lower at night. On the flip side, which state do you think wants it the warmest? It's Hawaii, who likes it at 70 degrees, which isn't even that warm, to be quite honest. We have ours set at like 72 in our house, so we like it warmer than even what Hawaii wants it. Florida likes it the next warmest, followed by Texas, Maryland, Arizona, Utah, Iowa, Minnesota, Ohio, and Nevada all like it between 70 and 67. So I assume Kentucky's right there at about 66, and so it wasn't included in the group 65 or lower, and wasn't included in the group 67 or higher. Few other states, women are more likely than men to report overheating at night. There is some science behind that. 22% of couples say they can't agree on a bedroom temperature. 78% of couples run a fan to keep cool at night, including 40% who do it year-round. Are you running the fan to keep it cool, or are you running the fan because you like the sound of the box fan at night? Which one is it? 67 degrees is the preferred temperature for Americans to sleep in at night. That according to a new study that looked into America's preferred sleep temperature. 859-238-9447, 238-WHIR is the phone number to call in here. We'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show. Let's see what's going on in NASCAR news. PRN's Garage Pass, and Ryan Blaney has a pet. And you'll probably never guess what type of pet he has.
NASCAR is coming off of an off week, and how about a little bit of shenanigans? Driver Ryan Blaney, he owns a llama. That story is coming up next on Garage Pass.
Hey, race fans, we can't wait to see you right here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for a wicked fast, wicked fun weekend this August as we host New England's only NASCAR Cup Series weekend. Live performances, driver appearances. Don't forget to keep an eye on NHMS.com as we count down to New England's only NASCAR Cup weekend, August 21st through the 23rd, right here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, New England's big track, where it's always about family, friends, and fun.
Ryan Blaney is one of the best drivers we have on the track in the 2026 season, and over the off season, he bought a llama. Here's that story when we talked to him.
So we got our llama a couple months ago. His name is Cusco, after Emperor's New Groove. And we got him. We have 3 goats, small goats, and they're great, like, livestock guardians. Like, they'll stomp out coyotes and foxes if they ever get in the pen. Not a lot of people know that about llamas, is they're great. And you can only get one, because if there's multiple, they won't do their job as guarding. They just bond, and they don't care about the other animals that they're supposed to guard. So, unfortunately, he has to be friends with these 3 little goats, but they bond right away. And so, yeah, he's just protecting them, in case anything ever gets in there.
Okay, so I have to ask this about the goats or any other livestock you have. Like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has had longhorns. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, they're just yard art.
Yeah.
All right, so for the Blaneys, are they just yard art, or are we doing something with these?
Yeah, my wife has a plan. So she got the goats first. They're all female. She wants to get males next, so then they start, you can have milk and stuff like that. So she has the purpose there for that. What her goal is, I think we were planning on getting them, and then our son came, so she's like, well, we're going to put that off, to the side for a little bit. And I was like, yeah, good move. Good move. Can't handle both here. So yeah, they have that, and then the llama has its role of guarding them. So, as of right now, they're just kind of play animals a little bit, essentially kind of yard art, but there is an end goal with them.
If you like what you heard, keep an eye out on PRN's YouTube page for the full conversation. PRN's Garage Pass, this is Andrew Curlin.
In the automotive industry, time and trust mean everything. Miss an electrical problem, and it can mean big problems for your operation. That's why Napa believes in testing the 5 critical components in every vehicle: the battery, starter, alternator, relay, and serpentine belt. And why we deliver the parts, tools, and expertise you need to catch problems before they become breakdowns. So test every vehicle and trust the name that keeps your bays busy and your business moving full speed ahead.
Never know how.
9:57 in the morning. I'm happy. I am happy you're on the show this morning. 859-238-9447. You've heard the phrase, there's no such thing as a dumb question. That's wrong. And to prove it to you, BuzzFeed rounded up some stories from Reddit where people were asked questions so dumb it made them lose faith in humanity. So here's some of them. I'm not going to go over all of them, but here's some of them. An agent over the phone asked a client to put in a number, a numerical code, and they asked, do I need to type that in uppercase or lowercase? There's no such thing in numbers. It's just a number. Here's another one. A person used voice commands to set the temperature in their car. So they were like, set the temperature to 72 degrees or whatever. A friend was amazed and asked, was that for indoors or outdoors? Look, if my car could control the temperatures outdoors, believe me, I would not make it this hot right now. It's for indoors. Somebody on a cruise boat asked someone, what time does the midnight buffet start? Probably sometime around midnight would be my guess. Someone asked, so for the Louisiana Purchase, how do they get all the land all the way over here from France? We bought it from France. They shipped it over. It just took a long time. They put it on boats, brought it over here for us. That's what they did. An American was visiting Alaska, and she went around looking to exchange U.S. dollars for Alaskan dollars. Now, that seems ridiculous. I made the mistake one time. I sold something on eBay, and a guy in, Puerto Rico bought it. And I was like, hey, I only ship to America. And that guy was like, you ding-dong, Puerto Rico is an American territory. And I felt like an idiot. So I would never mistake Alaska for not being American, but I did Puerto Rico. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, here's one. How do you get, as Bowman said, how do you think they get the mashed potatoes inside the French fry? It takes a long time. I'm surprised that French fries actually are so affordable considering the amount of time it takes them to insert mashed potatoes inside the fried covering of the French fry. There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Wednesday morning, helping me to start to your workday just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis, signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices, The Joe Show. AM 1230 and the brand new 103.9 FM. WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Until then, God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe Wednesday afternoon. Curtis McPeak's Home Sweet Home leads us home sweet home. Kentucky Sports Radio.